listening to the decision reel.
Hey, welcome to the Decision Reel Movie Review Podcast, where we succeed at reviewing movies. Wally, is that true?
It's because I'm here.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Wally's back, guys. He's been gone last week.
I miss one every once in a while now.
It's fine. Things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you guys? I showed up the wrong day.
I told him. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
It was
Steve
funny.
knows I
It
just
was
skimmed the
hilarious.
messages and was like, I'm here.
I was downstairs practicing drums for the band practice I was having, and Wally walks in and went.
I was screaming too. I was like, Steve, Steve. No one answered. I was like, should I just walk back out? Because this is I was like, I know this is my BF's house, but I was like, I don't want to search for him.
It's the realization.
I was like, I hopefully
You didn't
he's
hear
alive.
like all the tapping
You
downstairs?
were right in between.
Oh.
I had walked maybe 5 or 6 more steps in and just peeked in the kitchen, and I heard.
It's the
I
realization,
was like,
though,
okay.
of him going, I should probably read my text messages.
That's probably, yeah. And you're
Yeah. I skimmed it.
It's fine.
I skimmed it.
It's fine. He's back. We're here. We're doing a movie that I picked, and I'm excited for it. We're doing The Lost World Jurassic Park today. Something we've talked about a lot on this show, which is I kind of prefer sequels to the originals. This might be one of them.
But that's a hot take because there are
is a hot
sequels
take.
that are accepted by
not,
the
yeah.
public as sequels
Correct.
that are
Very, very
this
correct.
one is not.
This,
Matter of fact, I feel it's only 2 of us in this room. Tara, which one's your favorite?
The first one is my favorite.
that's what
I
I
still put the
figured.
first one because it was also the first one. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
it's arguably a better movie, the first
Yeah,
one, for
yeah,
sure. I
yeah.
mean,
I can admit
way
that
better.
100%.
Yeah.
But I just enjoy watching this one more for maybe the spectacle of some of the things that happen.
come on, it's Jeff Goldblum and you know it.
I mean, it's definitely
It's definitely not Jeff Goldblum.
no. He's so we were having the conversation
not
before you
hot.
showed up. He is a different character from the first to this movie.
I also watched
Well,
interviews.
he's changed.
Sure.
He went through some shit.
What did
Oh,
he
yeah.
go
He came
through?
out. Huh?
What did he go through?
No, I mean the first movie
Oh,
into this one.
I was talking about in real life because so I watch interviews of like current Jeff Goldblum, and he's super out there, right? Super goofy, but still kind of Jeff Goldblum. I watched some during this era, and he seemed way more tamed.
yeah.
I feel like he's just fucking embraced his craziness, and he's locked in.
I think maybe he got older and was like, fuck it.
Maybe. Have you seen his jazz piano?
Mm-hmm.
It's phenomenal. It's actually really good. Like, sometimes these guys are like, oh yeah, I play music too. It's all right. And you run into like the Steven Seagals
Oh yeah.
of the world, and it's like, okay, well, maybe.
The DJ Khaled, where he's like,
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
play
yeah.
guitar.
Yeah, but now Jeff Goldblum's, he's playing some solid jazz piano.
There's nothing
Legitimate.
wrong with that.
No, not at all. I'm saying it's
Some
good.
Yaz pianists.
Legitimate.
Yeah.
Did I guys tell you the joke about Elton John?
Go for it.
I have said it. I have said it before. He was a great pianist, but he sucked on the organ. You've heard that? Have you guys heard that joke?
I have. You said it a couple
Okay.
times. You
Okay,
get it,
good.
Tara. Tara gets it.
Sorry
Yeah.
to start off with that.
He can't really see it nowadays though, because he's like going blind. So
You can feel it.
you can feel it. You can definitely feel that organ. Look at
Anyways.
that. Anyways, yeah, the plot of
I
The
want you to
Lost
think
World
about
Jurassic
that
Park.
joke as you're looking into your cup.
Oh no, because it's a good cup.
It still
The
tastes
best
great.
cup. The plot, a research team is sent to the Jurassic Park Site B island to study the dinosaurs there while an InGen team approaches with another agenda.
Is this one Isla Nublar?
Isla
Or
Sorna.
Isla Sorna and Isla
Isla.
Nublar.
You have to say it like that too, right?
Isla Sorna
Isla
is
Alternate
site B.
island.
Nublar
Site
is
B.
site A.
Correct. Now, if you go and look into the sequels, right, isn't there more sites?
Yes. Right?
Yeah.
Well, in the newest one, this is a whole new site.
The first
Right.
one, Chris
The one
Pratt
that's
was a new
gonna
one too,
be-
right? Right?
Yeah, Jurassic World is on a different island.
What island is it on?
I don't know. I don't fucking care.
Are you sure?
Isla something.
Yeah,
Are you
something.
sure?
Excuse me.
We should probably look these up and find
Well,
out for sure if we knew.
Oh my God.
I
I'm
know
mad.
that I
What
know
can do
that
with
the
this?
newest one coming up is a new one.
Well, here's my
because it's where
question.
they left the.
Why
rejects.
wouldn't it be on this island? Because the whole idea of this island is where they were engineering the dinosaurs. So if they're making
And they
dinosaurs,
and they let them go to
right.
have their own ecosystem and their own like
Right.
figured
Oh,
out
Jesus.
type of thing.
So I feel
Isla
like
Nublar,
it would be
Isla Sorna.
Oh, you know what? I did know this, and do you know why?
Archipelago.
Do you know why I knew this?
Yeah.
Montana.
Because of my game.
Oh god.
Because you go to all those other
Isla
ones.
Pina.
Isla Pina. Isla Tacano.
Yeah. There's tons of them mentioned. Well, there you go. There's your answer.
We figured it out. Look at us, team, doing stuff.
I thought there was
also want to
Taurus and
mention
Jurassic.
me and
Almost
Tara
fucked it
have
up.
almost the same color shirt on for the first time.
I noticed that. I almost said that right when
guys
you
are
started.
adorable.
Weird. Look at us.
guys are
Matching,
adorable.
being cool.
Steve just
Hey.
picks a friend and he's
Hey.
like, okay.
Hey,
This is it now.
Look at us.
Look at us. Look at
who would have thought?
us. Where to watch this? You got to rent it. This is weird to me right now at this point in time filming. I remember they were all on Netflix at one point. They
People
were
are
all
forgetting
on
about movies,
stuff.
man.
You know,
That's the feeling I'm getting, that they're just forgetting about it.
I don't think it's forgetting. I think media is going the way of shorts in attention spans, right?
Yeah.
So younger people aren't going to see movies anymore. It's weird.
Very, very. This also could be like the fact they
see the
have
music.
one coming out, so they're creating suspense. So maybe they're like, okay, let's not put this out for a
Right.
period of time. But I figured maybe it'd be the opposite. Why not put them all out for hype? I don't know.
Yeah, for everyone
Yeah.
to watch them in a row and stuff,
knows?
like catch up.
Yeah.
I almost watched the third one right after this just because I was already in it. I was like, let me just roll with it.
Alan.
But it wouldn't play.
Do this
Is
Friday.
it on Plex?
Wouldn't play.
Because
So-
I'm downloading stuff currently. That's why it's on a different one. So I
I
can-
tried to
Or
open
it's
it up
because of
earlier.
whatever
or that.
bullshit I've been dealing with
Yeah.
over there.
Well, you know. So, anyways, to rent this, because that's where you can only get it on Amazon, YouTube, Google Play, Apple TV, and Fandango at home. You were right. Why wouldn't they, with the new Jurassic World coming out in a month? Why would it not be a perfect opportunity to put it on? Unless they're
What is
doing
it?
it to
July
make
what?
more money, like 19th or
July.
something.
Is it later July?
Middle of July? I would
Just
assume.
withhold it until the week before.
I'll look while I
everyone-
Or
worry.
it's hey, we're taking it off free because if people want to watch it to catch up, they got to pay for it.
Could be.
That's what it is.
There's a couple theories here. I got a sharp
July
Week theory.
2nd. Even sooner.
Oh, even sooner.
I looked it up,
July
don't
4th
worry.
weekend. Cool.
Ooh. Ooh.
Guess what we're doing, team?
I'm in. Let's go do a live review. Let's
That's a
film while we're in
Wednesday.
there.
That is weird.
How
That's
much
a
would it cost
Wednesday.
us to rent out a theater?
Too much.
For a movie like that?
Like go to Calvert, like the shitty theater. And rent
Okay,
that
we
bitch
could
out.
probably do that. I don't know. You live there, find out.
I guess
Call
I'm
him.
closest.
Call them. Be like,
I'll
hey,
get on it.
Hey, I want to
Call
rent
'em
this
right
whole
now
theater
on
out.
the
I'll get on
podcast.
it.
We're gonna do a live podcast. We're gonna get the greatest and the best people in there. It's gonna be fine.
We just shouldn't ask permission and just go in there when it's full of people and start filming and talking
Lights
about
everywhere.
it. Hey man, shut the fuck up!
We're trying to do a review here.
And then you go, show me the sign where it says I can't do this.
Mystery Science
Show
Theater
me.
3000.
Doesn't say I can't have a
Show me
live
the rules.
podcast while watching this movie.
I'm not filming that. I'm
We're not
filming me.
filming.
Right. I think we're onto something here.
Win. It's just
July
us burning
3rd
those people
or whatever.
too. Just fucking
July
tear
2nd.
them apart.
July 2nd,
whatever.
but that's a Wednesday, so that's weird.
Well, because it's summer releases and they do Thursday releases on summers. So July 3rd would be no. You're right. They would do a midnight release, right? So I guess the midnight release is Tuesday.
Maybe they're also
Very
doing like a
weird.
digital release.
I
like
mean,
a
it could
Disney
be
release
because
or
they
some
don't want it to be too close to 4th of July. I don't know. 4th of July is on a Friday this year, so that is definitely a Wednesday.
Yes. Interesting.
I'm trying to go do something fun. I'm looking at boats again.
Let's get a pontooner.
I'm
I
looking
do
at
that
one.
periodically because
I
I miss
know.
having our boat.
I'm look-
Pontooner and just
I'm looking
fucking
at
sending it.
I've been looking at them. It's like 32 grand, 16 foot Sea-Doo switch. You can buy the seat configurations that you want. So I can get it real cheap and just get no seats. And
so
it's just
listen,
me on a
no, but
pontoon.
here's what I'm telling you. On our river though, having it smaller, it limits your days because the chop is shit on our river sometimes.
Frothy.
We had a 19 and there were
you
some
have a
days it was
pontoon?
no.
Yeah,
but-
choppy isn't as bad on a pontoon.
But
right?
we had a 19 footer and some days it was rough
yeah,
on the river.
That's how your mother likes it.
Rough Trebek.
Don't talk about Donna like that.
Is that your mom's name?
Yeah.
Your mom's probably a sweet lady. That wasn't a literal statement.
Your mom is actually a very sweet lady.
Yes.
I've never not been like, oh, I like that
she's
interaction.
she's a time too.
Oh yeah.
Like she's wild.
This is a little questionable.
Looking down into what
Yeah.
we made,
It's tasty.
It looks chunky.
it looks
Like look at
It's
around,
good, though.
but look at it. Probably doesn't show on yours. Does oh yeah, it does. Yeah, all around the side.
Little
So for
rim.
people playing the home game that can't see if you're not watching on YouTube, we made a drink before this. Tara, hold it up. The old
it.
smoke. No, not that. The
I was trying to show the.
oh,
Ew,
yeah, it's
see
fun,
inside
yeah.
the rim there, it's all like
But the actual bottle you have over there,
Chunky.
the old smoky
The jar, the
creamsicle.
mason jar.
It's good, but then we mix it with Sprite, and it looks
Questionable.
Like semen.
it does. Yeah,
It looks questionable to me.
off-colored.
Name that
You
movie.
should be off-putting.
Name that movie.
Dude, it's
But
delicious.
What'd you say?
It looks questionable to me.
What movie is it?
I don't know.
It's from Tarzan.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Are you sure this water is sanitary?
Oh yeah, the elephant.
Yeah.
Every meme.
What about piranhas?
100 people versus the gorillas. That's popped up. I ship over to Tara.
Yeah.
If it's a Tarzan one, I'm like, hey, yo, check this out.
The best.
I love every one of them are great.
It's hilarious.
I've never seen one that was bad.
Did you see the ones I've been sending you, but the AI black guys?
Yeah.
Versus Harambe.
It's fucking terrible.
Oh, dude, oh god, we got to show Tara one. It's so
I saw
good.
It's
one.
so good.
I saw one. It was a podcast, and it was like an Australian podcast, and they were talking about. Here's the problem: is you have to think about what kind of guys you're sending over there, because they were like Australians. Feel like we have a better chance. We deal with this kind of shit. People who live in Africa, they have a better chance. They deal with that kind of shit.
You need the type of dude you need are full send guys. That's it. You can't have any guys that are just waiting.
Yeah, you can't have the guy second guessing. It's
yeah.
all or nothing.
Have
Like
you
if,
seen
if
the
you
people?
have a bunch of Steves, like Steve's like, let's wait for these fucking idiots to go
Have you
first.
seen though the people
don't
who
think
are
that'll
doing the
work.
breakdown of like
But
of the
idiots
teams?
like me? Yeah, yeah.
Like you do the breakdown, you send the first team in. They're like to
No.
test the waters,
There's
tire them
no
out.
teams.
Then you send the second group
Yeah,
in,
just send them in.
which
go.
are all the big guys.
everybody
blah,
at
blah,
once.
It's just me's. Just full send dudes. All of them have to go. You have to have everybody go at once
Or it doesn't
to
work.
overpower the gorilla. You can't have any methodical things happening. Just dudes, kind of bigger.
Yeah, but 100 people,
idiots,
you can't possibly
full
all
send.
get to the gorilla. That's what they're saying.
No,
is
no,
you'd
no.
all just be
We're
waiting for your
dying.
turn.
Some people are
anyways.
dying. If you can get around that fucking gorilla's neck, and you can get a guy on an arm, each
Done.
arm,
Done.
the gorilla's done.
Done. You got to full send everything at once, or it doesn't work.
I
Yes.
mean, listen,
100%.
You don't do the Power
Tarzan-
Rangers thing. where they-
Tarzan-
one at a time.
Yeah.
Tarzan
Line
on
up,
his
get your ass
own
kicked.
did take down Kerchak in the movie when he had to.
Tarzan's a gorilla.
Put his hand
raised
around
by
him.
gorillas.
He did put his arm around his neck and he took him down when he was trying to go after the other humans.
Yeah, if it's a gorilla, not one of those gigantic, because you've seen the ones that are like 500 pounds.
But that's what they're talking
It's
about.
Crazy.
The male silverback gorillas
those ones,
are those.
You would have to full send. Full send.
Yeah, you have to.
The male,
silverback.
yeah, the male silverback gorillas are huge, dude, and they're angry. They get angry.
They're huge.
You wouldn't
Well,
wanna
look,
see 'em
look,
when
look,
they're
look.
angry.
300, 430. Yeah, I weigh as much
May
as a gorilla.
weigh up
almost.
to 500.
Yeah.
Mayway.
Yeah. So the high point, 430, right? Me, 100 to me. Dude, we're full sending.
Yeah, done.
That gorilla's going down quick. I would say 20.
Here's the question
Safely?
Here's the question I got.
Sure.
Who's locked up in a cage all the time? Gorillas
gorilla?
or humans?
My brain.
We're winning.
Let me loose.
We've already won.
Yeah. It's so
They're
sold.
not all locked in cages, my man.
But they could be if we weren't so sympathetic.
You
to
see that
them.
video, the reporter? The
I don't
dude?
want even the ones
And
that are
they-
in cages. To
He
be
was
in
just being
cages.
I know, you're right.
completely casual, and he was just like, they were trying to be submissive so that way they didn't
Yeah,
get in
yeah.
a fight. And the gorilla just grabs him by his leg and drags him. He's like, he still sits there. He's like, fuck, fuck.
It's funny. It's good.
It's perfect. Anyways.
Written by The Lost World, not the gorilla movie, the Gorillas in the Mist.
Harambe 2.0.
Congo. No, yeah. The Lost
that
World
movie's
is written by
terrifying.
David Koepp. So is that
Cop?
Kip? Whatever. But it's based on, obviously, the Lost World novel by Michael Cretchen. Cope? Okay, could be Cope. Could be.
Cup.
You want to cope with things?
I think it's cope.
Okay,
I do
cope,
not
cop.
cope well.
No,
with
who
things.
does? Nobody does. This is directed by, obviously, Steven Spielberg. Me. Yeah, it's do you think, as good as the music is in the first one, that this music has arguably like better sounding themes throughout it?
I didn't notice, to be honest with you.
Well,
Dude,
so, like,
he's
obviously-
he's always on his game.
John Williams, yeah.
Yeah, he's never not on his game.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, obviously it still plays off the same sort of sounding the same song, right? But it's adding more to it. So I feel like this is just a better sounding theme, I guess,
Could
in this
be.
movie. Than
I
the
think
other
the events are a little bit larger in this, so it enhances the music. Like the top dinosaur Chad moment happens in this movie, where the T-Rex reaches San Diego, stands on the thing, and fucking
Oh, yeah, dude, that's an iconic shot.
Yeah, it
that
doesn't get
nobody talks about.
top tier.
Yeah,
Top tier.
it's great.
Anyways, but yeah, I think the music's the same for me in both, and I usually lean into that shit.
Yeah, I guess this is rated PG-13 for intense sci-fi terror and violence. Yes,
I saw somewhere that the new one is going to be rated R.
I did too, but
Let's
it's not out
hope.
yet. So
I know. So I'm intrigued though because I feel like I kind of need a rated R Jurassic Park.
Dude, if it's
we were talking earlier, like
yes.
they need an
Because
actual
the
horror
books are
movie.
dark.
Oh, they're
the
bad.
books are dark,
Oh,
and
they're
you
bad.
see a little bit of stuff from the books in the trailer this time.
we've
like
already talked
like
about this. We've
like
talked-
the T in the new trailer, the T-Rex going underwater and stuff. Like that's shit from the book.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So like
we talked about.
I
the
want
last
to
Jurassic
see.
Park.
I want to see.
How will we write it better? And we said horror. We all collectively decided on being a horror Jurassic Park.
In the last one, they
Full
they
standard
did
horror.
too much. They tried to do too much. And I think because in their mind they thought, oh, this could be the last
Do less.
one. So they just did way too much.
Stand
And it was not cohesive.
Back down again.
No.
It's all over the place.
The second Jurassic World, is it Dominion? No, that was the last one. Dominion.
Fallen Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdom.
That was
thank you.
terrible.
As bad as it was, I liked a little bit of the idea of when the whatever raptor was hunting that little girl. Like that felt horror-esque, and there was some cool stuff in there. But
Oh, the Indoraptor or whatever it is.
Sure,
The
sure,
black,
yeah.
the scary one, the black scary one with the
yeah,
long.
like that was a cool scene, right? Where like the arms coming up on the thing, and like even before that, when they're in that area where it's kind of hunting and stuff.
Yeah,
and the
that one
different
is
things.
terrifying. That one
Right.
was terrifying.
And there's cool stuff in there, but as a whole,
On the whole,
it's just not a good movie.
Also, the beginning
Yes.
is quite sad, and I can't watch it.
They're like me too. I'm going to let them all out. And
No,
then we're just
that's
going to drop
stupid.
the whole
Yeah,
idea that
that's
she's a clone.
Stupid. That is stupid. But I'm talking about the beginning where they go to save them, and then the boat leaves.
Oh, we're not going to talk about that.
I can't.
In
I
the
can't
theater-
watch it.
Yeah, in the theater, I was like,
Oh, I cried 100%.
which party, John?
Hundo.
so when you see the brachiosaurus,
That's the big one.
the big,
Yeah.
When the boat is pulling away, and you just, I can't.
the pompadour, Elvis. Sorry, no, the part where the whole island's melting, basically, and Chris Pratt. There's
Oh,
lava
okay,
right next to
yeah,
his
yeah,
face, and he doesn't melt because
yeah.
it's not
What's the
1,000
distance on
degrees.
that? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's got to be like 50 feet.
Right next to it.
Yeah. No, I'm saying you would die if you were like 50 feet close.
There's a couple movies that have gotten that right where they're close and they catch on fire.
Oh yeah, because it's so hot.
Yeah, yeah. Makes
Stop
sense.
thinking about it. Stop. Think about it. Look into that drink. Look into that drink. There you go. We're back.
Tell me, do you see girls? Or do you see...
God damn it. The Lost World is starring Jeff Goldblum. Is it Goldblum? Goldblum?
The man.
Has anybody seen that? He's like, how do you pronounce my name? And he's just like, go fuck yourself.
No, but that sounds very
Right.
Jeff Goldblum.
Anyways, Jeff Goldblum is Dr. Ian Malcolm. Julianne Moore is Dr. Sarah Harding. Pete Postlewaite as Roland Tembo. What a name.
Jesus.
Roland Tembo. Love it. Arliss Howard is Peter Ludlow. Richard Attenborough is Dr. John Hammond for literally 30 seconds in this movie. Vince Vaughn is Nick Van Owen. Vanessa Lee Chester is Kelly Curtis. Peter Stormare is Dieter Stark. Harvey Jason.
Russian space station.
It's funny because I know that's the same guy, but you don't see it.
No, but
Is
you
it just
can't.
me? There's so many iconic deaths in this. They're very iconic when people die in this.
He's been in so many things too, but you can't. He will
Not see
never
him.
get away
No.
from being that guy.
And you know
Armageddon.
what? I bet you he's like, yeah, I'm here.
I'm
for it.
fine.
Yeah.
Dude, you ask different people about him though. He's had impacts on
Yeah.
different eras of
You're
human
right, you're
beings.
right.
Because I asked my son, he thinks he's from John Wick.
I mean, he is.
I mean, he is.
Has he seen
Baba Yaga.
Armageddon?
No,
Then
Huh?
that's why. He has no idea the best space movie he's ever seen is still out there waiting for him.
I have a friend who's
that's
never
fucking
seen Jurassic
insane.
Park.
Who is his friend?
Like the first one.
What is her
Hannah
name?
has never seen Jurassic
Does she
Park.
just not want to see it?
I
Excuse me?
don't know, but
she scared of
she's
dinosaurs?
coming to visit soon, and it's on my agenda.
Guess what we're
like we're
doing?
going to watch
Right.
it because
What
she's
is the-
staying with us for at least 2 of the nights she's coming. I was like, we are watching this.
If
This
a
is
fr-
insane.
If a friend has a movie that they haven't seen, what movie would be the top movie?
That's a big one to me, to be honest, though.
For someone not seeing, right? Because we've talked about Star Wars with Randall.
Because when she said that,
What's
I
the
was like,
movie that you're like,
what?
there's no way. And it's the top of that.
Especially because she's only like 2 years younger than us. So she's in that generation. So I was like, what? You've never seen Jurassic Park?
I think Jurassic Park might be the
That's big.
Might be the movie.
That's big to never have seen that.
Even more than Star Wars, maybe.
Well, it depends on your age, right?
Sure.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
She's in our generation.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It was wild to me.
I'm just trying to think. Now you got my brain rolling here about.
Yeah, it's one of those two probably. Even though that's like you have Avatar and Titanic.
I do feel like Star Wars is a little bit more specific because of it's definitely more sci-fi.
A lot of the younger generation hasn't seen Titanic. They probably
no. I
Star
mean,
Wars.
I meant than Jurassic. I feel like what I'm saying is versus Jurassic Park. I think Star Wars is more of a specific demo than Jurassic is.
Fiction.
God damn it! My brain is literally just like spinning, and
I think it's Jurassic Park. I really think because I feel like everybody.
I mean, she's the first person that I've met that has actually said I have not seen it.
You haven't seen Scary Movie? Like, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But it has to be. It has to be this. I think.
Well, unless you're going another way and like talking about comedy movies, maybe like some people like you haven't seen
movies,
Happy
man.
Gilmore. You haven't seen, I'm just looking at my movies over there.
Shrek.
You haven't seen the big green monster from a swamp?
I think generational, like right, a lot of old people saw Jurassic Park. A lot of our age sees Jurassic Park.
I do feel like
kids probably seen Jurassic
generationally speaking, I do think Jurassic Park's got to be one of the biggest ones to be shocked by if someone hasn't seen it.
Yeah. That's gonna be my vote. Until
like anyone near our age or older, I feel like if you haven't seen Jurassic Park, it's like what?
You haven't seen Fast and Furious?
I'm sorry, what? Fast and Furious.
Eject those Zito, cuz.
Runtime, 129 minutes. Fair. Doesn't need to be longer. Doesn't need to be shorter.
I always thought this was longer.
I mean, like I don't really need it to be
Is there
shorter.
an extended edition of this?
No. I mean, maybe there might be some. Obviously,
I mean, over 2 hours is kind of long already, though, for the 90s.
This VHS sat in my VHS CRT TV my whole childhood at my grandparents' house. So I would go to my grandparents.
Just play.
It'd be bedtime. I'd put it in, and I'd wake up.
What a fun one to fall asleep to.
3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Don't go
to
into
white
the long
noise. Going, okay, we're good.
I used to in our first house that I grew up in. My bed was like right along the wall, and the window was right there, and I'd have like visions of the T-Rex's like his face, when he's in San Diego and he's just in the kid's window. I would have handled that a lot differently than that kid though, who just very calmly like scoots off his bed and goes to his parents and he's like, "There's a dinosaur in our backyard."
If they show his room, right? Like there's dinosaurs in it. So like to him, he's not scared. He's kind of like,
why?
Am I dreaming?
No. But the way he just stands there, he doesn't even try to wake them up first. He just stands there and he goes, "There's a dinosaur in the backyard."
I kind of like this.
Clearly,
like,
they set it up proper though because the parents were tired of his shit. So clearly,
they were like, "Oh God,"
has been getting a little crazy.
And she's like, "I told you, it's the fish, the light of the fish tank." Blah blah blah. Did you notice they both? It annoys me every time I watch this movie. They both do the exact same yell. The parents. Because and this is what I mean. They do this yell and then they both right after the yell ends, they both go, "Ugh." Like it's 2 yells. It's a double tier yell. Yeah. But they both do the exact same. It's the exact same every time.
So there's no way that wasn't done on purpose.
And that's what's weird though, because who screams the exact same way like that?
All right, you guys are in the movie for 5 seconds. We're going to need full backstories for you. You guys hate each other. You've been together so long. You got this kid that you really didn't want because you had him when you were young, but now you're fucking together.
One of you were okay with the fish, one of you wasn't.
This fucking person? Like what? Sorry.
But the yell is
perfectly normal parents.
It's not even by itself that the yell is even a weird yell that I haven't done. Like that second little that they do at the end is not even a normal yell. But for them to both do it in unison made it even stranger.
Very strange.
Dude, parent team up is a thing.
It is, and you also
it's legitimate.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're together for so long,
you're that little motherfucker.
All right, I'm going in for round 1 to 3.
Good cop, bad cop. Good cop, bad cop.
The problem is, you don't know who's the good cop and who's the bad cop. You both start screaming at him.
We play bad cop, bad cop.
Smash their head on the ground like, don't do it again. Jesus Christ. Release date, May 23rd, 1997. prime years for Steve watching fucking movies like this. Like
This is it. This is
we're
Steve's
in.
heyday era.
Yep, Godzilla was out the next year too, and I was
So
like,
good.
locked in.
Can I take a quick
Let's
tangent?
go.
So it was a dad weekend. I was telling you about that. It was one of my buddies, his kid, and my kid, and we all went up to the mountains up in Maryland. Guess what movie I made him watch?
Godzilla.
Blair Witch.
Oh,
So we went up to the mountains and I put it up on the huge screen, and we're in there where there's noises and everything's going on. I made a shit swing to shit in the woods. It was great.
Yeah,
it was crazy. But anyways, we're putting up the Blair Witch, and then we go to bed afterwards. Kids are acting tough, like they should. We all go to lay down. Everyone has individual tents. My son's is probably 20 yards away, and I hear, "Hey, Dad, you doing all right?" And I'm like, "Yes, son, I'm doing all right." I was like, "You doing all right?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm good." So you can tell my son was fucking locked in.
Ready?
He needs a proper nightlight.
Put something over Benjamin. Please stop pushing me.
You'll hear what I'm talking about.
Listen, just turn it off.
Here it comes. Oh, I cut it off, but you hear
But I
that
heard
second
it.
one.
I heard it. Yeah,
And they both do it.
That's weird. That's really weird.
Yeah, they go and both of them. So weird.
But again, so like you shoot
It
that and
irks
you
me
know
every
it.
time.
And
Yeah.
it has to be a choice. It has to be like whoever this.
Because who even ends a scream like that? Like who follows up with
I guess it depends on the type of scream, but
but in unison like that, like.
All right, we got it, guys.
Or maybe they told one of them to scream like that, and they both heard it, so they both just did. I don't know. It was very. You're right. Like it's almost like too planned.
Right. Sorry, I dropped my pen.
I don't like that it eats the dog. That makes me upset.
I knew that was coming. Continue. What are you talking? How do we? We don't see it though, so that's good.
But you know.
But is it as bad as a dinosaur ate a dog?
Yeah.
well, it's doing
I
what
still
it
don't
normally
like it.
does.
It's not saying you're gonna like it, but it is it as severe?
As what? You're
As
saying
a
because he
dog
basically
dying
just
from
swallowed
the
it?
human
Like what are you
thing.
talking?
Yeah, because we
No,
talked
yes,
about
it's
dogs
still.
dying.
No, it's still. No, it's yes, it's still as bad.
See, it's a hard. It's I
no,
don't think so.
There's not a hard. No, it's
I don't
still
think so.
sad.
Natural thing.
It's not natural.
Natural
There are
thing.
dinosaurs walking around eating dogs.
You get what I'm getting at, those?
Yeah, if that was a tiger and it ate it, like wouldn't it same?
No, what tigers are walking around eating dogs in San Diego?
Okay, alligator.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be San
I would
Diego.
never live somewhere where there are alligators. I
the
thought about
capital.
this the other day. It stresses me out even thinking about living somewhere where my
Santiago,
dog could just be
Chile.
walking or playing in water and an alligator's gonna eat it. I can't even think about it.
Can't even think about it. We're going to Florida. Guess what's happening? Just off the street. Yeah.
I think a malicious ending to a dog is worse than what would be an overtly natural.
Yeah, I mean it's a
Ending
circle of
to a-
life, Tara.
No.
Yeah.
Whose life? Not mine.
It's the circle.
My dog, my domesticated dog is not living out there to be eaten by alligators and dinosaurs.
If you're in Florida or California in this movie, dinosaurs. It's happening.
See what I did?
Yeah, I see what you did. Speaking of release date, we said May 23rd, 1997. The top 10 that week, the box office. Number 10.
Wait,
Nope.
May 23rd?
May 23rd.
What day? What is today?
May
27th.
27th.
We've
What is
done
that?
this a couple times now where we've been like right around accidentally.
Oh, look at us. Maybe because we choose blockbuster movies in the same time that they come out every year?
Or we're all
don't
just
know.
a little fucking weird.
Or we're locked
Who
in.
picked this one? Who was this? Steve? That's what I thought.
This guy.
It's a hard toss up with this
Yeah,
between
you're right.
you two.
Yeah,
So I was
You're right.
I wasn't
obviously,
sure.
Because I feel like if we picked another one, you would pick like a newer one,
No,
like the first Jurassic World.
I
or
would pick the
something.
third one.
All right,
Third one.
same.
Mm-hmm.
You like that better than this one? We'll get to it later. Sorry. Number 10, Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Is it Romy?
It's Romy.
Okay, yeah, I always thought it was. It's a
Oh
good movie. It's a
man,
good movie.
classic. Like it's not good, but it's enjoyable.
Do I have to look this up?
If you want.
I invented Post-its.
How do you spell Romy?
Rome.
Why?
If you want
It's Y.
to. Yeah, it is Y, sorry. I was.
And Michelle's
B52
high
in it over
school
here.
reunion.
Yep, that's it.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
remember
Oh,
this.
I've
You
seen this
remember
one.
Yeah. I can't believe how cute we look.
It's a good movie.
6.3.
Oh, I know. This is
Two
like the cutest we've
dim-witted
ever looked. And I love how we can
inspirational
just say
friends
that and we
with
know
nerds.
like we're not being conceited. Oh no, we're just being honest.
Live in order to impress the
If it
classmates.
wasn't Lisa Kudrow, would you like the movie as much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to know.
I forgot this even
Not
existed.
profiling
But she
you at
plays
all.
it so well.
Yeah. But again, not profiling you at all.
No,
From
I know
fans or
why you. I
anything.
know why that you asked it. She's
when you
actually my
see
least favorite character in the show.
Alan Cumming, Steve. When you see
yeah,
him,
yeah.
what movie do you think of?
X-Men 2.
Ah, yes.
Why? What do you?
I think of Goldeneye.
Yeah, I don't.
I think of Ruby.
I mean, he does have the greatest
Is
death in that
Nightcrawler?
movie.
You think Nightcrawler when you see this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, but after that,
I'll take that one as an alternative.
After that, I think of Josie and the Pussycats.
See,
he's
that's-
quite.
that was going to be my
ass-wally.
next
That's what
one.
I would've pegged
It's
it
this
for.
one and Josie and the Pussycats.
Yeah, dude.
But he was also in Burlesque. It was a small role, but he was in
Oh
it.
yeah, I forgot about that. And he's pretty. Yeah, I mean,
Love
what's
that
something
movie.
he's been in that he wasn't good in?
Let's find out.
Oh,
Sandy Frink.
yeah, probably. Borders, never heard of it. B13, never heard of it.
Robo-Gobo.
Sure.
Excuse me? The Late Show.
Like an actual like something that was a big release. Wow, he's just doing everything, huh?
Probably a bunch of featured
Yeah.
type of
Bubble Guppies. What the fuck?
bubble guppies.
A lot of TV series. He does a lot of TV shit.
Snow dogs.
This is a man who's
show dogs.
constantly working because he just doesn't want to be at home.
Dude, yeah, look, he's like 3 projects a year, 4 projects
Some
a year.
and some of
Holy
these are
shit.
voiceovers, obviously.
Are those happy tears or sad? Okay. Outback, Sir Billy.
Happy tissues. Are those happy
Tissues,
tissues or sad tissues?
Anyways.
Anyways, number 9, Night Falls on Manhattan. You might want to look that one up because I got nothing.
Down there. Now it's up there.
See, so I hate you. I don't, but
I'm just trying to be your second eyes here.
all right. So you can read the synopsis then. Go ahead, Tara.
A newly elected district attorney finds himself in the middle of a police corruption investigation that may involve his father and his partner.
Not my dad.
Bum, bum, bum.
Not my best friend and my dad. Is that Al Pacino?
Al Pacino.
Not my gumdrop buttons.
Not my gumdrop. Not my
I
gumdrop.
was gonna say you got to be a little higher register for that one.
Ian Holmes.
Ooh, yeah, I like you.
Lena Olin.
Peggy Lindstrom. What a name there. I like that. Let's just move on
it
because
going.
this
Yeah.
is good. Number 8, Volcano.
Oh yeah, this is a big one.
What's better, Volcano or Dante's Peak?
Dante's Peak.
Suck a dick.
I was gonna
But-
say, it's either Pierce Bronson or Tommy Lee Jones.
Listen,
Like, what are you going
Dante's Peak, when the grandma gets out of the boat into the acid water because her grandkids are in the boat to help push the boat across.
Oh, yeah,
Imagine
dude.
Volcano,
Heartbreaking.
just fucking middle of a city somewhere. That's
I
crazy.
also, that's another one similar to like Independence Day where like the dog is just
It's got Don
surviving the
Cheadle
whole
in it.
time.
Keith David too, man. I fucking
Like,
love Keith David.
like the dog is along for the ride the whole time, but it is surviving. Like how in Independence Day where she's got the
Oh, yeah,
yellow
yeah.
lab.
Yeah.
Dante's Peak is the same
The
thing. I think it's
funniest
even a
black
similar
guy of all
dog. I think
time.
it's also like a yellow lab,
Watch
and the
it
dog's
be-
just like, I got it. I'm here.
Same
I'm
dog
in
from
it.
Independence Day.
I'm in it.
All right.
But also, yes,
Survival. I'm down.
love it. Number 7. You ready, Wally?
No.
Liar, liar.
Oh yeah, we don't need to watch this, but
I was saying you ready because this is your movie.
my fucking head hurts from laughing so hard at the end of this every fucking time.
Like the end of the movie, or like certain part.
As I'm done, you ever laugh so much that you
Oh,
feel
I-
like
Oh,
you
you're
need
saying
saying at the
at
Tylenol
the
or
end
something?
you have a headache from as
Yeah,
much as
from
you laugh.
Because you're laughing the
hysterically.
entire way.
I thought
It's
you meant
not-
you
it's
laughed at
nonstop.
the ending of it.
And it's sad. It's either sad or hysterically. It's both ends of the spectrum.
That whole scene where he's trying to say the pen is blue or the pen is red.
The whole thing.
Oh my God.
It's
Like
genius.
just like
Give him an award for that.
him having the pen go after him and stuff. Insane.
The goddamn planet blue.
Claw.
It's royal blue.
Let's talk about Max Reed, Justin Cooper.
Yeah, I don't.
He was in a bunch of movies, wasn't he?
That fucking bowl cut, man. just
It's a
did-
fucking cut. That
Don't
is
like
a bowl cut.
Don't like it. What's the last thing he's did?
2003.
So yeah, he was just a kid.
The practice.
He got. I wonder what he's doing with his life right now. Probably
He gave up.
nothing good. Selling homes.
He probably didn't even get any of that money either because he was a kid. His
Oh,
parents
and his
probably
parents
got it all.
blew through it and
That's what I would do.
bought a home.
And in the beginning, he
Hookers.
probably didn't make a lot for his movies because
no,
you're a child
definitely not.
actor. You're just
Right.
trying to get into stuff.
right, right, makes sense to me. What else makes sense?
Number 6.
Number
Ah, you got me. Number
Tara beat
6, Father's Day.
Wait, was I right? Was number 6 the next one? 'Cause
This
I-
is- yes.
the least appreciated
Father's
holiday.
Day. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Is that Rob Williams?
Yep, and Billy Crystal.
Oh,
Wow.
what's the?
I'd already
what's
watch
the
it.
score on it?
5.3. Oh,
let's
no.
read. A woman cons 2 old boyfriends into searching for her runaway son by convincing both that they are the boy's father. It's directed
That's
by
kinda
Ivan
funny.
That's
Reitman.
hilarious.
It's kind of funny.
Oh man, that's really funny.
Wow.
Julia
Louis.
Dreyfus.
Whoa, really?
There's a lot of big ones.
Holy shit. Don't know who Dennis Berkeley is, but he looks like a guy I want to hang out with.
I feel like I've seen him in stuff.
Calvin the trucker. Fucking Mark McGrath.
Jesus Christ.
He would have been nobody.
Jared
then.
Harris. Damn.
Hold on, think
Sugar
about
Ray
that.
was there in the 90s, wasn't he? Late 90s?
Not in 97.
Let's see.
97, he wouldn't have been. When did
Every
Fly come
morning
in?
there's a
That's
hello.
too
I
bad.
think it was earlier than that.
No.
I
Maybe
don't know, you might
98,
be right.
99,
You
maybe
might be right.
99.
Why would he be in this movie?
I don't know.
Active from 1980.
Well, yeah, but when did like Fly and all that come
Yeah,
out?
Let me see.
90,
Fly
whatever.
the hit. When did that fucking go? That's a good.
Fly was 1997.
Hey, maybe it was in this movie. Hold on. Let's press the trailer real quick. If it pops up musically.
Your daddy, your pal. Whoa.
They had some songs in 95 too, but
Selfish, and you. He is.
Nope. I'd watch it. Anyways. What you got next, Miss Golsey?
I got number 5, Breakdown.
I think this was with Richard Gere. Breakdown. Not Richard Gere, but Kurt Russell.
This
This is the movie I was telling you
dude,
about.
yes, this movie's good. I have seen
I think
it.
I know this one.
Basically, I think is where his wife, they're in a car and his wife gets hijacked by truckers and he hunts them down.
Yeah, a man searches for his missing wife after his car breaks down in the middle of the desert. I'm gonna kill everybody.
Sleeper of a movie. It's good shit. 7-0. See what I'm saying? This is
Yeah.
good shit.
That's
Yeah.
really weird. Doesn't that happen?
Any-
Isn't Nocturnal Animals similar to that with
If I
Amy,
see Kurt Russell, I'm in.
Amy Adams
I know,
and
right?
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of what happens in that movie?
Right. Yeah. Same,
Isn't
same,
it?
almost. But this did it first and better, probably. Look at that man right there holding on. To the side for his
It's
Kurt
so
Russell,
weird that
T.J.
he's Kate
Wallace.
Hudson's daddy.
Yeah,
Right?
this is the
So
fucking
weird.
main bad guy.
MC
Earl.
Gainey.
Yeah.
I also love that I think still, I could be wrong. I love that they never got married. Him and Goldie Hawn, they've just
you
been
like
together
that. You like
for
that.
decades.
You don't like that? You
she
No,
does
I'm
like
saying
that.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying I think that that's cool that they
It is
just were
dope.
like
Just
we
be
don't
your
need
fucking
to.
selves. Yeah.
And they've never even had like a rumored breakup or anything. Like they've just been together for
Wasn't he getting
decades.
frisky? He got frisky though, didn't he?
I don't think so.
I thought he had gotten
not
frisky at one
during. I
point.
don't think during their.
Dude, Kurt Russell's
time
the
together.
shit. The shit. What do we got next, Mr.
We got number 4 for me, the original Austin Powers.
Wait,
Oh, we
is
gotta
Kurt
look this one
Russell
up.
not her dad?
No, it's
Who's
be my dad.
who is because it's something Hudson.
isn't it Magnum PI guy?
I don't know.
An
She
easy
always
Google search
she
will
always
tell us.
recognizes
Not
him as
happening.
her dad. I
are
feel
we looking
like
at?
Kurt Russell. Like I feel like she talks about him as though.
Dude, Austin Powers. Let's talk about Austin Powers.
I want to.
Top tier. Another movie that's probably top 10
One
for me.
Swedish-
Top 5 maybe?
Sorry.
What Swedish penis
Bill
enlarger
Hudson.
pump signed by
One Austin
Danger Powers.
Let's go put it in the bag.
Bill
And he
Hudson.
opens it. He's like,
know.
"This is one quote inside. This is my
One,
bag, baby."
one receipt signed for.
That's genius. That's genius. That's good shit.
Guess what we're doing tonight?
Dude, I'm in.
Fuck the
We gotta
Last
do.
of
We
Us.
got. I was
'cause
about to
it's
say we gotta
terrible.
finish Last of Us, dude.
I know
Fucking,
we
it's
haven't
terrible.
watched it either.
Apparently it's down 55%.
Dude, I
viewers or
started
whatever.
playing it again.
It's so much better.
I got maybe 40.
I'm gonna be a dad.
I got 45 minutes in, and I was like, "What did I fucking do?"
Life's
I had a few.
over.
I thought I'd be having a good time because I grabbed a couple Coronas or whatever the beers. I sent you guys a picture of what I was drinking. I was like in pain, serious pain. I was like, "Let's have some beer and let's play a video game." I chose that. Got in far, and I was like, "This was a terrible idea. I'm hurting physically and I'm hurting emotionally, just like I said was gonna happen when I was being sarcastic." Fuck that game.
I
It's
love
so good.
You know what's funny? Literally, the sentence above what you sent said, "Be here Tuesday."
Maybe that's why. Maybe I saw that. Maybe I was already inebriated or super excited or broken. So it could be a good excuse.
Probably.
Dude, I still look at this. Look at
Yeah,
this
yeah, I
shit.
see it.
I found out I broke my
Oh,
toe,
fuck.
by the way.
Yeah.
I have a bruise all down here. It's completely black. My whole side is scraped up.
Love it.
I'm going to go back and do it tomorrow. I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow.
It's called living.
Yeah, you fucking
Just
get right back
sending
on that
it every
bike.
day. You got to figure her out. All right. Or are we talking about Austin Powers a little bit more?
Yeah. Oh, I don't care.
You don't like the Austin Power movies, do you?
No, she hated him.
What's after breakdown?
Hold on. Austin Powers.
Dude,
Which one
Austin
is it?
Powers.
The first one.
Where's it in your top 10?
Like, of
Quick
all
guess.
time?
Yeah,
Or
top-
like we talk comedy
I already
movies?
know it's in your top 10. So
It's not in my top 10.
It's got to be in your top. Which one is then? Because there's one of them that has to be.
I like the second one, but it's not like in the top 10 movies of my
Go through.
all-time favorite.
When have you thought about the top 10? Think about the top
think
10 of
about it.
comedies.
Oh, comedies. Oh, yeah. It's in my
Yeah.
top 10 comedies.
Oh,
sure,
yeah,
yeah. But not
hands down.
all-time movies. No,
Yeah.
no. But definitely top 10 comedies. Austin Powers.
Exactly.
I'm trying to
Does
think.
it break
Would be
5?
one or two? It's probably right around
Yeah, that's
5,
what I
6.
was thinking the exact same thing. Tara?
No,
top 1,000.
it's not even. It's like,
What? I'm trying to think. Like, I love the first and second almost unilaterally.
Third one
the
garbage.
same.
Get it out of here.
Yeah, Beyonce ruins it. But
smoking a pancake.
again, there's
cigar
good.
and a waffle.
Whenever she's not on screen, the movie's great. She just can't act, and it kills the whole movie. Even though the whole point of those movies is to be a spoof of any
James Bond.
James
Yeah.
Bond.
You,
and they're
why
terrible.
you hate on the woman? She being terrible just like everybody else.
There's other women in the movies, and they're great. It's
well,
it's Beyonce.
are they?
It's Beyonce.
Or are they?
If I think if she didn't hit you with that weird Foxy Cleopatra right out the gate,
Cleopatra.
I might have been a little bit. But that
Nah.
first, yeah,
I like it.
I
when
would
it comes
rather
on, I'm like,
Nathan
nah.
Lane talk as her the whole movie instead of her. Like, even if she's still there behind him, they're just carrying on that joke the whole movie. I would have rather that.
Perfect.
Let's remake Mike Myers. I'm talking to you. Let's remake it. You got the money. You got the time to do it. Jesus. Top 3 that week, no particular order. Then you guys got to guess. The Lost World,
Number 1 for me already.
Addicted to Love, The Fifth Element.
These
Lost-
are all out at the same time.
Lost World, The Fifth
And
Element.
Liar Liar.
I'm saying Lost World, The Fifth Element, and then Addicted to Love.
I'm with her. Good job, Tara.
You guys sure?
You can't say. Well, we have to be now, right?
I feel like I'm not,
we
but
can't
I'm
keep
gonna
taking
say yes.
backsies.
I wish
What
that
is
I
Addicted
knew
to
what
Love? Go ahead,
week
Steve. What is it?
they all came out
Addicted
in.
to Love.
I wish I knew when they all came out.
Addicted to Love is in its first week, just like The Lost World is, and The Fifth Element is in its third week.
I stand by what I said.
Addicted to Love. Oh, Meg Ryan. Oh, Matthew Broderick. What's that girl's name? She's been in so much stuff.
That's
I
Kelly
know-
Preston, isn't it?
Is it Kelly Preston? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like Kelly Preston.
Oh, R.I.P.
Who?
Kelly Preston.
What? When did she die?
Seriously?
Click on Kelly Preston's name. What?
2020.
What? How did she die?
Dude, yeah, it was like cancer or something.
Click on just.
She's
this
married to
down
John
there.
Travolta.
I didn't know this.
What do you want me to click on?
The arrow down there. Yeah. Boop. And it's gonna say how she died.
Breast cancer. Told you.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't even know who the fuck this is.
Yeah, you do. Roll
Yes,
down.
you
It'll
do.
show you. It'll show you some.
Go
of
ahead,
the-
give me something I can
Keep going.
reference.
Cat in a
Here.
Hat. Battlefield Earth. Jerry Maguire. There you go. Jerry Maguire.
Okay, Jerry Maguire. I know what you're talking
Sky
about.
High. Sky High is actually pretty good with Kurt fucking Russell.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Anyways,
She was married
what
to
are
John
they, Steve? Top
Travolta.
3. What are, in order?
Top 3. Number 1. Come on, Jurassic Park.
Exactly. There's no way.
But what do you think number 2 was? Like for real?
The sound of your voice makes me think it's Addicted to Love.
It is Addicted to
What
Love.
the fuck?
Yeah.
It's all right. I kind of knew not a lot of people liked Fifth Element right out the gate. It kind of turned into a culty movie
It did.
afterwards, and it's not even that big of a
I'm
culty
still waiting
movie.
for them to come out with the gadgets that just put makeup on your face.
I know, right?
But
Well, Homer
Or the-
Simpson.
alas.
Homer Simpson tried to do it with the shotgun, and it didn't work out too good.
I like the chicken, the microwave chicken.
That
You
was
just put it in, you go,
Yeah. Done.
perfect.
I like everything about that movie. I want the gun. I want that fucking gun.
I need to stop back pocketing that. We should probably do that.
Probably
Maybe it'll be a birthday thing for me or something.
Okay. All right. Well, it would be.
Treat myself.
It would be your pick next week.
Yeah, but my birthday's not
Is
for
it?
I
another-
know. Well, would it be? Because he missed.
we keep losing track, so
We
it's
do.
like because we skipped Josh too, so that through, and we did a re-review. What was your last pick?
I already know what I'm picking if we are doing one.
You remember what your last pick was?
It was something you wouldn't like. Mortal Kombat.
Oh no! So it's Tara's pick. Oh no! She's gonna hit us with the musical.
That's fine.
Dun dun dun. Budget time. What do we think it costs to make the Lost World Jurassic Park?
A lot of monies.
A lot. All the money.
115. Oh, 115 mil.
Okay, that's a good guess. I like that guess.
Number 2, after the first one, all the shit going on in this, gotta be top dollar.
150.
150. I guessed $80 million. Again, I was like, this movie's definitely like you just said, bigger in every way, right? Like
100%.
there's more going on. I feel like there's more actors, there's more set pieces, there's more CGI, there's more whatever. Actual budget, $73 million.
You nailed it. Nailed it.
Maybe I know my 90s movies. I don't know. All right, box office. What do we think this thing made overall in its box office run?
256.
256.
310.
310. I guess 300. Look at us. I want to do something here that we haven't done actually before. Let's guess what it also made opening weekend.
52.
47.
Actual box office, $616.6 million.
Holy shit balls.
Opening weekend, $72.1 million.
God damn.
Monster!
Is this the biggest one? That's bigger than the Shreks? That's bigger than Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is
For
gigantic.
maybe opening weekend, yes. Not overall box office.
No.
Yeah, I thought Shrek 2 was sitting
No,
at
Shrek was,
5.
Shrek was crazy.
It's like almost at $1 billion.
I thought it was at 5.
Yeah.
I thought it was in the 5s. That's
It's
wild,
up
though.
there. It's up there, man.
That's wild.
It's fucking up there.
This-
Yep. Go for
it. We talk about the highest ranked movie. This is first Jurassic Park is the highest ranked movie on our podcast, right?
Oh yeah,
think
from
so.
all
Yeah.
of us, yes.
Yeah.
Highest rating I've given so far.
Yeah, this is a testament to that, right? People saw that, they were waiting for it, they heard it came out, they're like, okay, we all have to full send to this. This is going to be fucking marvelous, and this is the product of that.
And like, okay, I can see the flaws that some people can have with this movie, and like,
There
I
is
get
that-
their,
there
I
is
get their, I get their ideas of like, I didn't like this, or it wasn't Jurassic Park. But it's not supposed to be Jurassic Park, right?
No.
It's supposed to be a dinosaur hunting adventure, almost, right? Like a big company saying, "Hey, we're gonna bring all these dinosaurs to the mainland because it's how expensive is
I
it?"
feel like they
whatever.
T2'd it, but they shot too far. Like they shot just a little too far with being bigger and the grandeur-ness of certain parts.
But see, T2 was like the same argument you can have there, but they did it so well that there's no.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They didn't overshoot some of the parts that are a little too crazy, too little obscene,
Right.
a little reachy
Yeah.
for certain parts. There's a few things I feel if they would have backed off the gas on, this would probably have been just as good.
As the first one.
Yeah. Or close. Because the first one is a perfect in my book, it's probably the best movie ever made.
It's up there. It's
I mean,
definitely top 5 for sure
Checks
of
every
best movies.
fucking
Yeah,
box, man.
yeah.
From a critic perspective, not from a personal perspective, obviously, but it even checks my personal boxes a little bit, you know?
The fact where he's just like, life finds a way, and before they even touch down, and he does the belt together, that's 2 female
Yes.
belts or whatever, if you want to say it that way. Like, that's literally foreshadowing for everything that happens. Chaos. They're gonna fucking breed, even though they're dudes that are females, and like all this shit. It's like life finds a way.
It's perfect to
It's
me.
perfect.
It's perfect. Yeah. The first one, the CGI was obscene. Objects may seem larger than they appear in that fucking thing as they're peeling off. Well, Goldblum in the back that just got fucking shafted in a bathroom is crazy. I remember seeing that as a kid, losing my mind. Like, oh my God, this is terrifying.
Yeah.
This thing is running at, because you didn't see anything like that. We were all still so young.
Right.
And we hadn't
And
experienced
as
anything
it's
like
gaining
that.
on him, and he's trying to like scoot
Yeah.
further
You
up
have
the car.
just enough time. I love that scene for an oddly specific reason. You have just enough time to know what's happening and to read what's going on and to acknowledge it. That time frame they give you is 100% perfect. It's crazy. A lot of times scenes will drag that out. They'll shorten it. You had just enough time, even as a child, to read those few words and to fucking shit your pants.
Shit.
Shatner.
All right. Tomatometer time. The Rotten Tomatoes score. The Roddy T's. What do we think audience gave this out of 100% and critics? I want Tara to go first.
Okay. I'm gonna say
This is hard.
It kind of is, isn't it? When you're thinking about it.
82, 87.
I'm going to go critics, 69.
Hey.
Audience, 75.
70.
So critics, yeah. Audience,
yeah.
yep.
I guessed critics 70, audience
Oh.
85.
Oh, so you went a little bit higher
A little
on
high.
audience.
Like, again, is this a bad movie? No. Is it enjoyable to me? Yes. But is it like the craziest thing ever? No. But I felt like audience would like it.
I chalk it up to the boat part and the gymnast part.
Sure.
For it being kind of wacky. But
Sure.
anyways.
Critics, 53.
See, I knew it was a little low. I wasn't sure how low, though.
Audience, 52.
Oh
even
my
the audience said
god!
no?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
no.
I had no idea. I
Not a lot of
literally had no
enthusiasts.
idea.
That's fucking. That's not what I thought.
No, I
That's
didn't
not,
either.
I don't like I don't like winning things that way.
No.
I did not. Yeah, I did. I mean, the original one is so well
Iconic.
received.
Yeah. Well,
and like,
yeah.
So
here's the
fucking
thing.
good.
Maybe it's because it's like a slight to that movie. Like, oh, this isn't Jurassic Park. Well, I'm automatic
like you
50.
didn't live up
Right,
to this.
right.
Like people went in with high expectations.
Exactly, and they're like, nope, fuck you, bye.
I can't look because might pick it one day. But
okay.
Dude, it's
You wonder what the third one.
I wonder what the third one was because they brought back Alan and they had not better actors, but the relations in
Yes,
the acting
yes.
was to me a little better. Like the feeding off of each other
Right.
and was a little better.
The third one is a little bit of they did some Band-Aid work on the third one.
And they
it
did.
made it was
they
a
did
good,
lean
it
on
was
the
a good
Raptors
movie.
a lot, but you also got to see a lot of new dinosaurs too.
Yeah.
Like they brought in flying dinosaurs. They brought
new
in
big
the
baddie.
Spinosaurus,
Yeah.
which hadn't even been mentioned before, and they brought there were a lot. There's even a Ceratosaurus in there,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and so you see
That's
a
what
lot
I
of
was-
other
that's what I was
ones.
saying
No
about-
Friar Tucks though.
Yeah, goddamn. Goddamn.
I love
Pompadour,
those. I love
Friar
those.
Tuck. Bald guy. He puts his head down, which aligns with his spine, and the dude gets fucking knocked
As he
into it.
says, it just rams the shit out of like,
good.
dude.
So
fucking-
good movie.
So cool.
All right, back to my new favorite part of the show, the IMDb top and lowest reviews. The top, I didn't take the I took the top. I didn't take the first bottom because it was talking about another review that was there that I couldn't find. So
What's
didn't
the
make
name
much
of the
sense.
bottom? Just
So the
give me
name
that.
of the bottom is going
you
to
gotta
be
do
Amigard. Yeah, just Amigard. AMIGARD. But the top review is from Amther Mendez, March 15th, 2023. They say, despite a few obvious plot holes and forced dramatic shots, The Lost World comes rather close to the intensity and
You
fear.
snapping it.
That was my bra.
Okay.
I'm all paranoid now because she's like, you got it. And then I heard a snap. I was like, whoa.
I swear to God. Anyways. Oh, what?
Can you
Don't.
snap stronger with one hand than the other? And is it your dominant hand?
Same. I can snap all my fingers.
Does it feel stronger in one than the other? Like if you do them separately?
I think I feel more confident in this one. This is a little higher.
Mine is
on the meat.
Mine is
Yeah, fucking whack me a
absolutely noticeably stronger in my non-dominant hand, and I don't know why that is.
That's weird.
Like this is my dominant hand.
Sure.
It's
Could
kind
have
of
something
weak.
to do with them fucking nails you got
No,
on there. Those fucking,
your nails don't get in the way at all with snapping.
I wouldn't know.
This is
I'm just saying.
my dominant hand, which is kind of weak. Okay, that's drastically different. Drastically.
What else you doing with that left hand?
Nice.
Nothing.
Okay.
Literally, this is my non-dominant hand.
Look at your palms. Or do you have look at your palms. Is there like more? Do they look
Does
different?
he eat more meat?
No, yeah,
look
because
this-
Bombs.
Oh, they look the same.
Because the sound is coming from your finger hitting your
Yeah.
hand, not.
I mean, they look the same to me.
they look the same. Doesn't mean they're made of the same consistency. You don't know.
All right.
That was supposed to be a joke. Nobody got it. Okay.
All right.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. Let's just start. Despite a few obvious plot holes and forced dramatic shots, The Lost World comes rather closely to the intensity and fear that the original first movie generates. The acting is almost as good as the first movie. The actors do a great job showing the appropriate emotion in every scene, something that hasn't been appropriately done since the series as of 2023. I'm trying to read too fast.
Slow down.
I might be a little biased.
Turn your
because
Wally on,
this
man.
movie hits me on a personal level. It was the first time I ever watched a PG-13 movie in theaters. I was 13-year-old when it came out, so it was quite an exciting event for me. It blew my little mind, and it still does. To be honest, after so many years, this film still holds up. Like the previous film, there is an adequate amount of well-timed humor to provide a comedic break during some of the most heightened scenes. Ian Malcolm is such a fantastic character, and Jeff Goldblum was the perfect choice. So many great scenes, and
Vince
it's such
Vaughn.
a thrill.
No one's talking about Vince Vaughn.
I know, right? I feel sorry for who hated it because this obviously missed out on everything. The entertainment elements, the continuation of Michael Crichton's vision, and the outright brilliance of it all. It's the last of the best of a series that was beaten to death by marketing and garbage companies based on a number of modern trends, which we know is modern Disney and Hollywood. 10 out of 10.
Jesus Christ, this dude write a novel?
That's why I was
Holy
trying to
fuck.
talk fast. Too fucking fast.
At least he sent.
At least he sent it. Yeah.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. The Low from Amigard, August 15th, 1998.
Why do I feel like we've read a review from this person before?
We might have.
Name does sound familiar, but I feel like everybody has a name kind of like this.
Okay.
That's true. How good the original was, so bad is this one. This movie is made by someone who wanted to make extra cash out of the hype of the original, which was quite original and good indeed. But this movie doesn't give that bit extra.
But they did.
To be
Don't
honest,
make that much.
very overdone. Please don't make a third Jurassic Park, or
Ah!
else it will go the same way as Jaws. 1 out of 10.
Third.
When did that
Fourth,
review get
fifth,
submitted?
Keep
sixth.
going.
did it
August 15th, 1998. So,
So,
right
God
after.
a year
damn.
after.
Yep.
Year after.
That's a fresh review. All right, let's see what this guy has. He seemed pretty articulate. Some of the points
Or
are there.
gal.
It's kind of what I was saying earlier. Mad Max, 6.8.
No, they gave it a 9. That's the overall
Oh, shit.
rating of Mad Max.
Hold on. Let's go to the reviews. There's only 20.
Yeah.
And
see,
let's
9.
start
They gave
with
it a 9.
the lowest. Oh, this is the lowest. Okay, all right, let's see. Let's
No,
work
it's
our
not
way-
going in order of low. That's weird.
Oh,
It's
whatever.
weird.
You got review date.
Oh, yeah, let's do this.
Review rating.
rating.
There you go. Ah!
You fucking cocksucker.
You motherfucker. This movie sucks.
Con
so bad.
Air, 1 out of 10.
And
Too
Lost
much
World.
testosterone.
Damn, Steve's dying over there. Lost World and
Dude,
Con
this
Air, 1
fucking
star.
hurts.
Grease?
What?
Grease?
What?
I was going to say this must, no offense, I was going to say this could be a woman by the too much testosterone. But Grease?
The,
The
horse
Horse
whisperer? What the fuck
mighty?
is that?
You never heard you never seen the horse whisperer?
Nothing is more boring than a film that's way too long.
Yeah,
Can kind of
I mean,
agree.
Yeah.
The Mighty,
Okay, hold on.
Aaron Brockovich, 7 out of 10.
What?
7 out of 10.
Wait!
Should be higher,
Wait!
but 7 out of 10.
Wait! No!
LA Confidential. What
Good
the
movie.
Under the Volcano? Never heard of it. 8 out of 10. Carlito's Way.
Literally,
That's a big one.
Siberia, yeah.
Siberia.
All right.
Not American.
All right.
Original Mad Max.
They got these two right.
Little Wild.
Whoa, hold on. All right, we need to read this.
Okay.
doing
We need to
Showgirls?
read that
Hang
whole thing.
the
Showgirls? Which
fuck
one?
Yeah,
on.
Showgirl. Okay, let me read this. After seeing this movie for a couple of times, I really can't find a way to hate this. I'm sure not one of the best pictures of all time. Elizabeth Berkley sometimes overacts. You know, when she's having the sex in the fucking pool? Yeah. Dance is great anyways, and it contains some unnecessary violence. On the other hand, the music and the choreography were great. If there was an Academy Award for the last part, it should be one of the favorites. I've never been in Las Vegas. Been to Las Vegas. But I really think it would look a lot like this. Yeah, duh, because it's fucking Las Vegas. I think that in a few years, people will be more appreciative of this.
I don't think
because
this person's American.
I think this person's dead because they got killed for their views on movies.
He's
Fanfare,
gone.
no, Toy Story. I mean, okay, I agree with the Toy Story. I mean, maybe not 9, but still, like,
What's your favorite Toy Story? The first one? You guys?
that's the third
Huh?
one. It's the third one for me.
It hits home, doesn't
My
it?
favorite Toy
The
Story?
third one
I
hits.
don't-
It's not the totality of the movie.
Probably
it's the
the
ending of the
first
movie.
one.
when
Strange Days,
when
10
he's
out of
giving
10.
away
The fuck?
toys,
Wait, why
but-
did he review that twice?
Because no one cares.
No
back up.
validity. This
He
person's a
reviewed it
cocksucker.
twice.
We're out. We're out.
This person's a C.
I should have knew what I was getting into when he said Con Air.
I called you a jive turkey.
You called you a cocksucker. I'm gonna punch you right in the jejunum.
They made me so mad.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It just kept getting worse.
Jesus Cristo.
Who is a favorite character in Jurassic Park?
Vince
The
Vaughn.
Lost World. Vince Vaughn. Why? You gotta.
I just
Yeah,
like
you're
him,
I just
but I
like-
also like that he was like, I was the backup plan. Like he sent something just in case, like we ran into these guys and they're like, what? And he's like, me. And then he goes and he lets all the dinosaurs out.
You're right.
But also when the
You're
when
that Earth First guy, huh? Sorry.
when the T-Rexes come after T-Rex, if I'm talking about two of them,
The two.
I think
T-Rex.
it's the T-Rex. Yeah.
is it still?
I don't
It's
think
like
there's an
deer.
X's,
The two
but I don't know.
Tyrannosauruses.
I'm probably
Okay.
the least.
The mom and dad T-Rex
There you go. There you go.
came to when they were all sleeping,
Yes.
like outside.
yes.
Are they mom and dad?
He grabbed.
Who's
yes.
there? Who is it?
What?
What?
What do you mean, are
I
they
know
mom and
say
dad?
Mom and dad.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
they're the parents of the baby.
Okay.
That's the whole idea.
Oh,
There's a
sure,
whole
they're
scene where they're
still
talking on
fucking
top.
dad.
When they pull them up from the buses that fell, or the bus, the trailer, whatever that falls over, they're talking about how we got to move out of here because the parents now
They've
think
now
this isn't-
associated this as
Right.
their like new
When
hub.
they initially did the testing, all right, you tell me about the lore behind this. So they did the whole frog DNA thing, right? And then they ended up with a bunch of asexual animals, correct? Or am I wrong?
They made them all
hold on.
female.
On the
Was it like that on both islands?
No,
Just one?
no.
How did this get there?
So the
Someone
way they
explain
talked
to
about
me.
it was at in Jurassic Park, the actual park that people
Sure.
are going to. Every dinosaur there is female, so there can't be any breeding they're not in control of.
But amphibians, frogs can be. I don't know that asexual is not the
Well,
right word, but there is
yes,
something in their
that's what it
DNA
is.
that they can kind of just like
Well, that's how
make
they
themselves
that's how
pregnant.
that's how they breed on their own,
yeah.
right?
Right,
So,
right.
So
when
and it's
you guys
because
are
they use
saying
amphibian DNA that caused that. But
mom
on
and
this
dad,
island, there
are they
are
actually mom and dad?
well now. But
Go ahead,
think about
explain.
this: if they birth, even if they were all
That's what I was
female,
gonna ask.
even
That's
if
what I
they
was gonna
were
ask.
even if they were all female on this island and they
still
have
birth a
babies,
male.
they'll birth males still. But this island was the island they chose not to use, so maybe they made
See, it could be a
male
little
and
confusing.
female. Maybe they made male and female on this island, and then they went, "Ooh, better not." And then they went to the second island and went, "Let's do just females. Try that."
Or because life finds a way, these
There
are
we go.
male
There
and
he goes.
female that are
Can
being birthed
a
after all this.
sex-
Yeah, but it
Sexual
hadn't been long enough for them to be that big, is what I'm saying. Like for the adults, I feel like to be that big.
How long is a Tyrannosaurus's
He said 4
Life.
years.
life
Oh no, but I'm saying
to
he
be
said
that big? Maybe they're just
4 years in the 4 years or whatever. Blah, blah, blah.
right.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that place has been that way in 4 years. That could have been shut down.
I still feel like usually I'm just going based
they're making
off.
the frogs gay. Wait, what?
I'm going based off of other large mammals.
Yeah.
Guilty.
I'm guilty.
Or large reptiles too, even. Typically, they take longer to get that size.
I always told it was
Like, for example,
what
like a
determines the
tiger,
sex is the warmth
a
of the egg.
tiger, a dog, like the wild cats, the wild dogs, all those, they grow at about the same pace as you would a normal cat, a normal dog. Like you see them over by a year, they're closer to their full size.
Sure.
Elephants, they do not get to their full. They take multiple years to get to their full size.
Which is a good point to make considering the T-Rex are
And that's
male
what I'm trying to
female.
say.
Does it take
So
30
I
fucking years?
think, so that's what I'm saying. I don't think they would have gotten that big if it had only been a couple years.
I agree with her.
Yeah, I agree with you too. Because you're saying 4 years, and it's
I don't think they would have been that big. I mean, maybe after 4, but like there are
I'm
a lot of
pretty
larger
sure-
animals that take to like years of maturity is what they call it. Take a lot longer.
If you get far
The
into
larger
it, when
animals.
it comes to amphibians and reptiles, a lot of times the sex is determined by how
Sorry.
how warm the eggs and stuff are. Isn't that wild?
Reptiles. Yeah, that is wild.
yeah, yeah. You a little bit more warm,
yep.
got a penis.
Guess
a little
what,
too
brother?
Cold, not a penis.
It doesn't. That's what happens when you go in the pool and it's cold.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Elephants take a relatively long time to reach full size, typically between 12 and 18 years before that elephant could be its full size,
They also never
where
forget.
it's done growing.
Never forget.
People don't forget.
Dumbo Drops. What was that movie?
Operation Double Drop.
Dumbo Drop.
Yeah,
Great
yeah,
movie.
Operation. Yeah. Wally, who's your favorite character in the Lost World Jurassic Park?
I have it up right here.
Oh, look.
I love Eddie Carr, Richard Schiff, the unsung hero.
Yep. Tara's got a question,
This is
a statement.
obviously based off of just paleontology studies.
No one's
like
going to take my pick seriously, Tara, if you keep doing
theoretically,
this.
theoretically,
By the way,
It
my
says-
entire drink has just congealed into one giant piece of foam.
It's because you frothed it.
so for one, when a T-Rex reaches their full adult size, it could weigh 6
tons.
to 9 tons.
Jesus.
But
That's a big boy.
they
I
would
can knock
typically
them out.
reach its full size around 15 to 20
it.
years.
We're listening.
15 to 20 years
Yeah, so this is
to reach
4
their full size.
Right,
so
so- yeah.
Whoa. Well, they had full size ones already, so chances are they'd been doing it for a while, right? They had a full size T-Rex
they did have
on the
full.
first
They
island.
did have full size.
they're
So
prepping
like
for
they
a
were
period of
doing
time.
it for a while. Now, did they say
Life,
anything about that? Like any like rapid growth type of
finds a
like
way.
they were growing faster? Like because they're frog DNA,
No, I don't think so.
so maybe they're growing a little faster. I don't know,
you have a
but
T-Rex? 15 years? You
Yeah.
hid this for 15 years?
You have a T-Rex?
Dude,
We
I
clocked her at
would
45
saddle
miles
up a
an hour.
T-Rex.
That
in a
means he was
heartbeat.
doing this before his granddaughter was born, essentially.
Give me that T-Rex, the broken leg. Let me raise it,
Yeah, is my
Oh,
own.
and then let me
Or whatever
utilize
this
the
fucking
T-Rex.
sound it's making. Was that close? That wasn't close.
Oh,
And then when the T-Rex turns like 11, probably earlier, maybe like 8,
You got to start young.
Half
you
grown.
gotta start,
Half
yeah,
grown.
yeah.
give me a saddle.
Yep, putting them on there.
my
We're
God.
learning.
And
We're
then
teaching.
me and that T-Rex are best friends. And
where do you put the saddle?
I was talking to Steve about this earlier. I
So
think right
Google-
over the baby
Google
hands.
right now.
Right over the shoulders.
I need you
Sure.
to Google.
So like it's
Jesus
more like shoulder
riding
blade,
a
not like on its
dinosaur.
back, obviously. 'Cause
Excuse
you'd
me?
be if
Jesus
it was on its
riding a
back, you'd be
dinosaur?
like sitting down here. So it would have to be like on its shoulders.
Right. Dinosaur. Yep. Look, it's a thing.
It's a T-shirt.
It's a thing.
Yeah. So over like at its shoulder. Although Jesus is not that. Why is he so big? Comparison to the dinosaurs.
Because he's got. He can be whatever size he wants to be.
Stop.
Oh no.
Oh, the second one in is the right one. It looks like
Okay.
it's got a saddle on it and everything. Ooh, it's like a Persian saddle too.
That's not where you'd wrap it around though. It would never stay up
How
that
do
way.
I just fucking?
Do you see what it's like wrapped around where it's like? It would never stay there.
Yeah, Google Images sucks.
What is
I
it?
think
we
you.
got
I
it.
think
You
you
can
were
say it.
onto
We
it.
got
I
it.
think it would have to be more like a backpack, like be around its front.
There you go.
Its
Oh,
front
dude,
arms.
this is Jesus, but he's in full foot. He's got a fucking.
Armor.
He's ready. Yeah,
Chest
he's
armor.
an army of. Imagine Jesus riding in on a fucking T-Rex.
They
Did
got the
Jesus-
saddle
did
right. That's a
Jesus-
camel
Hold on.
saddle.
Did Jesus have a halo?
You're, yeah, sure. When he died, when he came back. Imagine, if you will, Wally.
This
You're
is
one of these guys.
post-Jesus.
You're one of these guys
Oh,
down
dude,
here in
I'm
the lower
out.
left.
I am
and
out.
you see Jesus coming around the corner with an army, but he's leading the army
With a
riding a
Tyrannosaurus
fucking
Rex.
T-Rex. You're
Yeah.
We're all dying today,
I'm
guys.
instantly Christian. I am full on.
my God.
I think the Jew just got fucking. It's out of me at that point. I believe 3 days later, and a dinosaur. Fuck.
done. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Look at him too. He doesn't have a
just said
weapon.
You did.
Well, he
yeah.
does.
He has a weapon.
It's a fucking
It's-
It's a
dinosaur.
T-Rex. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
He's riding the weapon.
He's got the fucking
weapon?
halo. He's got the fucking cape.
Look, that one is riding on a brontosaurus holding a alligator.
Wait a second. Is this to go off like that Jesus was around when dinosaurs was around because dinosaurs never went extinct? Or is Jesus so powerful because
What
he's
are
God?
you talking
Well,
about?
but
You've never heard that?
Okay, well,
No.
but here's the
Is this
thing:
flat earther shit?
dinosaurs aren't in the
The fuck?
Bible, so
Yeah, so dinosaurs have been. That's been
No, but
carbon dated.
but based
Dinosaurs have
off
been
of the
gone for a
Bible
while.
stories, God created everything in 7 days, and the dinosaurs were around for a lot longer than 7 days.
Look, I am
Right,
not trying to be blasphemous here, but there's a lot of holes in the Bible.
Look, and that one makes more sense. Him riding the raptor, because that's at
Dude, he's
least.
doing a wheelie on this
But
one.
based off of being, I'm
oh
talking.
no, there's a fucking look at this stop motion one, Steve.
I'm talking about based off of size wise, the raptor one makes more sense. Like,
That's the
look at
funniest
him
thing I've seen in
on
a
the back of
while.
the raptor. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Anatomically speaking.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I would agree with that 100%. Oh no, we have an American flag with Jesus and a dinosaur. I'd buy that T-shirt. I think I'd buy it.
Let's buy them right now.
Oh, see, that one
Jesus
looks like
wrote a
that looks like a baby dinosaur.
I thought this was Star Wars at first.
Hey,
This is fucking-
I got the best idea ever. Let's
ahead.
all get T-shirts of Jesus riding different types of dinosaurs and just go to a church and just see what happens. Do you think that we'd be kicked out?
Is that is it
so,
offensive?
do you believe in evolution or do you believe in Jesus? That's the
Exactly.
question.
Yeah, because these
Can't be
two
both.
these two ideologies don't really
I'm saying.
they kind of contradict each other. So
Checkmate. Atheists.
Check and mate, get me out of this fucking pew. This place sucks.
but
me my
also
$1 back.
that's the thing
me
about
a bite, give me those
religion though,
cookies.
is that it's a lot of the extremists are
They're pretty
it's this or nothing. But
Right.
while there are all these other subcategories where you can believe in whatever you want to believe, but then there are the groups where it's like, no, this is what it is.
I
No
like-
ifs, ands, or buts.
I like the idea of like Roman gods. That'd be fun.
Oh, the mythological, like the
Yeah,
Greek
that'd be
mythology.
fun.
I
All right,
like that too.
So Zeus is coming down from the heavens with lightning bolts going on the back of a Tyrannosaurus Rex,
Done.
who can also
Locked in.
shoot lightning out of his small
And
arms.
and then his son Hercules comes
Everybody's
behind
fucking
him
done.
on his Pegasus, flying around. Bunch
I like
of
the
those.
we get Pegasus one. That's a good one. That's mythical though.
Pegasus. Why can't I think of Pegasus?
It's
What-
the horse with
My Little
wings.
Pony.
Oh, right.
with
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
No
Sorry.
horn because not a unicorn,
Sure.
but they're
Getting
horse
back
with
to
wings.
Wally's favorite character,
Yes.
Eddie. When they're talking on the boat about the gun that he's got and everything, he's like, okay, that ain't going to take it down. It did.
Yep. Dude, this guy's the man. He's the
he had
brains.
to shoot it twice.
He still took it down.
But-
He's kind of a hero. He
died.
pulls up in the fucking Yeep and starts pulling on that fucking that dually or whatever that fucking what do you call? Hold on, I got a question. Any of you have that toy, the RV, the double?
Yes,
RV?
I have it. It's in the basement. You think I'm fucking joking? I have the
No,
T-Rex.
don't. Why would you think I would think you were joking? I would be the last person.
was like,
that would think
I should
that
have
you
pulled
were
it out.
joking.
I should have pulled it out for this.
No,
fucking
I didn't
perfect.
think you were joking. I was trying to think of what he was talking
Lucky
about.
Pack.
Okay. Stop it.
Lucky Pack.
I got your lucky pack.
Perfect. But no,
It is
he's
perfect.
unsung hero.
Yeah.
Oh, I also wanted to mention when I was talking about Vince Vaughn is like when he same in that scene where he grabs like the girl and Julianne Moore and like helps get them to safety, like where Jeff Goldblum even thanks him when he like reunites with them and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
He's an
goes
unsung hero in
and then he
parts of
goes
it.
off
Oh, yeah,
ahead,
yeah.
no fear to get into the place to radio in for help.
But he
and
also
stuff, like-
he also probably caused the death of at least 3 or 4 people.
Why?
At the end, he pulled the so
At the end.
At the end.
not end before they go to the city, right?
When he
So-
releases all the dinosaurs.
Yes. Well, he causes more deaths then, because I wasn't even talking about. I was talking about
Oh.
that camp after they're already running, and he pulls the bullets. The hunter dude goes to shoot the T-Rex, and he can't kill the
but
T-Rex
he
because
was
there's
an
no
animal,
bullets.
wasn't
And then that T-Rex bites,
he didn't want them to
stops, and then
die.
kills the fucking.
Because he didn't want them to
Snake
die.
guy.
He kills the guy the only one there that actually cares about dinosaurs.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
be real.
Look, Vince Vaughn, kind of a good guy, kind of a bad guy.
But also,
But
like,
he wasn't being a bad guy. He just thought
Inherently was a
they
bad guy.
shouldn't die.
But also, it literally led to the destruction of everything that they had that could have helped them.
And killed. I get inherently.
least
You
3 or
could
4
say that
people,
the
yeah.
whole incident after the car part might be his fault.
Everything's his fault. Think
Yeah,
about it. Even
right?
the T-Rex killing people on the boat and killing things everywhere else is his fault.
Set that shit in motion.
Exactly. Butterfly
I like
effect.
that idea.
Yep.
He also
He's the
he
main
also though
villain.
is the only reason they got rescued from the island as well.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe something else would have happened if you didn't let them out and destroy the radio that they had
I don't
there.
think anyone else was going to make it to radio in.
But what I'm saying is, if you didn't let those animals out, they wouldn't have destroyed the equipment they already had to radio out. If so facto, I'm your boss now.
If so facto.
He also
Underbar.
rescued the baby Rex, which caused the.
Other Rexes.
It's all
To
his
have
fault.
everybody.
yeah, literally, it's all his
But
fault.
think about all of the things that he caused were all because he was being a good. he
And
was trying
see
to
what
be a good
happens
guy.
being a
See,
good
this
person.
is just a testament.
He was
You
doing all
think
of
you're
these
doing good.
positive things that led to all these things.
Oh, he's saving
Maybe-
the animals. You just killed like 30 dudes.
And
I mean,
they're
animals are better
animals.
than people, arguably. But
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but also like maybe just be a piece of shit all the time and it's fine.
I also
Look, it's
can't
working out for
believe
Trump.
that guy thought, like in his mind,
let
he
it
was
burn.
like, "I'm freaked out so much by this snake
Yeah.
that I'm gonna forget there's a T-Rex trying to bite me."
But the T-Rex wasn't in the room yet. You know what I mean? So he
It was-
Those snakes
yes.
specifically, the way they're color coded,
he knew that
is
he was dying
one's
anyways.
completely innocent and the other one that looks almost identical.
What I mean is, why didn't he just
poisonous
think
as
to, when he
fuck.
saw it? Why didn't he just grab it instead of freaking out? Though?
Well, so you're already in a high
Tense.
pressure, tense situation
And this
with
guy's
a giant.
he's a
tyrann-
scientist, right? So
Scientist.
he doesn't have probably a lot of balls. I mean, he's already there though, so maybe a little bit of balls.
He's
That's
got-
what
he's
I-
got
and
some.
he's knowledgeable. He was giving Steve Irwin vibes. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
And
yeah,
Steve
yeah.
Irwin
But he
would have
didn't
just
see the
grabbed that
snake,
fucking
really. He's
snake.
just like,
And
"Ah,
Steve
fuck."
Irwin died too. So I mean,
Accidentally.
Okay, he accidentally
Yeah,
here.
well-
He was like, "Oh, fucking snake."
He
Transfer
watched that
season.
Norm thing where he's
Yeah.
on Conan and he's like, he's like, you're not gonna believe what happened.
Yeah.
He died. He's like, oh yeah, the crocodile hunter died.
Yeah.
That was the last thing I thought would have happened. What took him out? He's like a stingray. Oh god damn it. That's one of my favorite
Genius.
skits.
Genius.
Anyway,
His son is so him too. Like he's like a
there's
mini
a lot of people
me.
that have like he's created a whole mob of people that are like him, at least kind of.
I mean, why not? Oh, who are you talking about? Steve Irwin, or are you talking about Norm Macdonald?
Norm.
No, she was
I'm talking about Steve Irwin. Like his
Norm
son
Macdonald
is
definitely.
him.
I don't even know. Does he have a son, Norm?
No,
idea.
Norm just has a bunch of comedy offspring.
He's just like, hey,
But like his son is him, and he's
All right,
still
then.
he's running all of like the
fucking Norm.
you know he's
huh?
helping the mom run all the reserve stuff that
Yeah, yeah,
the dad had. But
They're
he
perfect.
is
The whole family's
he is
perfect.
just as like lovable
Oh, crikey.
seeming.
Can't
you know how
wait.
Steve
Never
Irwin, you
stick
were
your
like
finger in a
he's
Crocs
never
fluid.
mad.
Chewbacca.
It's
But you know how
bad
Steve,
news.
Steve gave off that energy though, where like you just liked him, and he never seemed like he would get mad at anything.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
his
yeah,
son is the same Like he just seems happy-go-lucky all the time.
Yeah, I'm just
Dude,
waiting for the
National
for it
treasure.
to come out that something bad is about him.
I think
About
there's
his son.
some.
Isn't
look,
that?
I
But isn't that
wanna
sad that we're
believe-
so skewed by humanity that like
There's
There's
gonna
gotta be something.
right? Everyone's got something in their closet.
But there's a few people that I think you can.
My
you
clothes are in
think
my closet.
You have faith. He's one of those people that I think might have beaten.
like Paul Rudd?
Yeah, he's just one of those guys that just
I feel like Paul Rudd
is good. I want to believe that he is. You never know. He is good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he might be. If it hasn't come out yet, I think he might be.
Maybe. So I'm sitting here stewing, trying to think who my favorite character is in this movie.
Is it the
because-
T-Rex? I feel like it could be the T-Rex.
Which one though, right?
The daddy, one who goes to San Diego.
Mom and mom, technically.
Technically,
Because the dad is the one that goes to San Diego because that's what he wanted. He wanted the alpha.
right.
So that's the one he took out.
Sure.
I want the male, the bull,
The
You-
buck.
You can keep my payment.
Bull, that's
Right.
right. Bull.
I really don't. This is hard for me because there's so
I
many.
think they're all good.
Because
Right.
like, yeah, I feel like you want to say Jeff Goldblum.
I want
but you
to,
don't
but
wanna
I
say
don't
him,
wanna say Jeff
because he's like
Goldblum.
the guy.
So there's the scene where he's like, he finds out that the daughter comes.
Oh,
with
you know
to
who's my
the
least
island.
favorite character?
The daughter.
Yeah.
obviously. But she comes to
She
the
just
island.
didn't listen. She doesn't listen.
But she told him not to listen to him.
Oh, that's
He
a
told her,
cop out. You know it.
That's a daughter would say that. Come on. Anyways, but the funny part is, and I've never noticed this today until, I never noticed this until today when I was watching the movie. Right before when they're arguing, Nick says to him like, "Do you see the resemblance there?"
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think about that until today. I was like, "Oh right, because she's black." And he's not. Like I was like, "That's the joke."
But also not
And a
even.
gymnast.
right.
But to be fair, not only is she black, but she arguably doesn't even look like him.
Right.
Like there's not even like features there that look similar.
Going by the names of them, her last name in this movie is not his last name. So
Well, no, she would
it's-
probably. They weren't married.
Right.
I don't think. So
I don't
she'd
think
take
that's
her
his
mom's.
kid. That's what I'm saying.
You don't think?
I don't think that's his kid.
Maybe not.
Where
think
would it
it's-
come from? Why would he just
Stepkid.
take that
He was
on?
with
think
someone
it's a
and he
step
came
kid.
in early on, kind of like
Right.
a lot
This
of people's
guy.
scenarios.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? But
And she
anyways,
does call him dad. So did she just
but
not
I
have a
mean,
dad?
you can call.
He was the only
if you
one.
have a
No, but that's what I
stepdad,
mean.
They
Like,
don't get into it, but
Yeah.
I think so because she's not mixed.
yeah, but he does say in the beginning. Well, that's genetic. I mean, you can
Well,
take
also
more.
in the
I
first-
know,
you
but
can
still,
take more
see
of your one
mixed.
parent.
You 90% of the time,
But what I'm saying is you can't say that because I've seen
can
people
say it.
who
I'm saying
they
it right
take
now.
on more one side than the other.
Yeah.
But
I'm black.
Hey.
because I've also seen mixed
God damn.
10%.
mixed children who look completely white. Like you'd never know that they were mixed. So
They're
it
albino.
depends. No, they're not albino.
Were they white or were they hot?
Well,
There's a difference, and you know there is.
Honky.
but
I love that we can still say our.
but
our
he does say in the first movie he says he's got multiple kids.
I'm with Steve on that. I
Like when
think
they're
it's
in the
maybe
car and
before.
he's talking about it, he says, "Oh yeah, I love kids. I've got
Right.
however many he says."
Look,
Again,
look,
in the
look,
first
let's-
movie, though, he is a womanizer, and he says it, right? Like, he's had how many divorces in this, and he's literally trying to get with what's-her-face. So it kind of makes sense that he has a girl that's not the same race as him as, so it's not his kid. Maybe it is his kid because he's just out there fucking everybody.
he's a stepdad, not his kid. That's probably why they're separated.
I stand by that's his kid.
Anyways, the point I was trying to make, the scene in which they're arguing, and he's just like, get the fuck out of here because we're arguing. And she goes to step outside, and he's like, no, don't go out there. It's dangerous. Yeah. Like, that's why I kind of like him as maybe my
Because
favorite
he's like,
character.
"Why are you here?" But then
Right.
also don't be there either. Like,
Right.
where do
He's-
I put you?
And also, he's the only one who knows, like, yo, guys, this is like serious.
He's
Like,
he's the only one in the whole movie on that island who's dealt with it.
And another thing I never really paid attention to is every time I've watched this movie in the past maybe 15 years, I always catch it like on TNT or something, so I don't actually see the beginning. And the part where the guy that takes over Injin is talking to him and signing a bunch of things, obviously signing over the company to him. He's literally saying that like everything he's come out and said, they've said, well, you signed an NDA when you went here. You can't talk about
You
this
weren't
stuff.
supposed to.
So you were relieved of your
Cover the bases.
whatever his job that he had. He got discredited. So he's out there going off, and I didn't realize that guy that was talking to him on the subway was making fun of him either. Like I've never really put those together.
Well, and then he even says, and no one else has validated your story. And he said,
Right.
yeah, because no one was allowed to speak. He says that, even Lex and whatever, and he says, leave them out of it. And then he
Right.
mentions the NDA, and it's like, well, then of course no one has said anything. You made
Of course
everyone
they think it's
sign an
okay to go.
NDA.
Right.
So, like, who's going to validate my story? No one else is allowed to speak either.
And then
How
so
do you
for,
convince? So they got bought out.
Yeah.
He
But
got
here's-
bought out
here's-
like a motherfucker.
well,
here's the other
said
thing.
that, like we gave you a chunk
Yeah.
of change, and yeah.
Here's the other thing, though.
Yes.
Think about the third one. Alan wrote a book about his experience on the first island.
But,
But he-
after this movie, so it makes it like
So maybe the
How
NDA
do you-
was like
Yeah, but-
canceled out.
all these people
it's already
died
out.
on the in California from a T-Rex.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, so then
That's a cool concept. Just
so
because
then
if
was
you're
it
involved in a
canceled
group
out?
NDA.
because he said he read because the
yeah, can we
boy
talk about
said
it
I
amongst
read.
ourselves still?
Yeah, well,
I
it's
read
not-
your
it
book
gives up
and-
the T. Are you allowed to give it up? That's what I'm talking about, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
I got you.
'cause-
It's out there, right?
Because he
Like,
Am I allowed to
says
talk about it
he
now?
read
Jesus
his
Christ.
book
We're in.
and Ian's book because he says I read both of the books and he liked his better.
Yes.
But
Yes,
that
he did,
means
yeah.
he also wrote a book. So you're saying he had to have waited.
till after the
So
event
Ian's
in
book,
California. went
Ian's
down.
book was way earlier, and then Alan came out with his book,
Right.
arguably later.
right. That's how I think it would be.
Yeah.
Because again, you can't cover up. You can cover up stuff if only like 3 people seen it.
But then once it's out,
But when you're in California,
I
people
get to
are
talk about
dying.
it. My NDA is voided at this
Right,
I
point.
honestly didn't think about that either until you fucking said it.
Right.
That explains the ignorance behind everyone wanting to go.
Right.
It makes sense.
And then he even says, though, you
I missed that
profited,
too
blah,
when
blah,
I was
blah.
younger.
He's like, I didn't take a penny because he was like, I'm not going to take money because profit would make this even worse. If I was profiting off of also not following the NDA.
I'd take
And he
money.
said, I didn't make any money. I didn't take a penny off of any of this.
Right.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. So I'm gonna go. He's my favorite character.
He's great.
Sure.
He's
It's
great.
effective.
He said 3 people died, and that sounded like not enough people from the first one. Like earlier when he says 3 people died,
There's
you just
only
covered it
3
up.
people. Think about
I
it.
know, but doesn't it
dude?
sound like not enough people?
Yeah.
Sam Jackson
Yep.
and the fat guy.
Nedry. That's it. That's literally it.
That's wild.
No,
Raptor
no,
guy.
no, yeah, he died.
Oh, but that's before they get there.
No,
Yes.
no, he
The,
gets
be-
it.
the opening of the movie is
No,
when the
no,
guy,
no. He's talking about later when she comes up next to him.
Oh, the
he
trainer.
dies. That's 4 people.
Well, but did he know he died? He think about it. He's
I mean, he wasn't there anymore.
No, but he's an employee.
when they got rescued,
Hold on, but
he didn't get rescued.
He's an employee. He's talking about all the people that possibly came, or it's just a
Well, then
mistake.
you couldn't.
It's just a mistake.
You couldn't count Samuel L.
Power
Jackson
goes
or.
down.
all right,
Yeah,
you're
you-
true. You're true.
How are you? That's when the first deaths started happening, right?
Right when the power goes down.
Yeah, because they can
essentially
break
after
out of
power
there.
goes down, you got the fucking ink shooting,
First, it's the bathroom guy.
and then they find Sam Jackson
Later,
who tried to pull the thing in the red room with
Yep.
her, right?
the red room.
and then what's his face is next with the glasses,
Yep.
Yes, glasses, and then
and then Raptor guy.
it was 4 then. It's still the same.
That's
It's
4
the
people.
Same
At
concept. Maybe it's
least
just
4 people.
Maybe it's just
So
4.
he misspoke then, or it's a mistake on the movie, and
Yeah, because it's at least
Whoops.
4. Because there's no way that guy survived that raptor.
or maybe he's
'Cause
just
she
mis-
I
attacked-
guess because they're not
She
they're not
attacked
counting the
his
dude in the beginning
face.
that's eating the construction worker, so they're not counting him. So that might make sense.
maybe.
But that was before they went on the island. So you're
Exactly.
right. That
Which
was
is why
before.
I'm
But
saying
this
that
guy
might
was
make sense.
after. So that's still 4.
Shoot her.
Shoot!
There were at least that guy, the one who yelled "shoot her," he dies
yeah, I
after.
know.
So that is still 4 after they go on the island.
Muldoon. That's his name.
Yeah.
Something Muldoon. I don't know.
Dude, when they feed the cow
Oh yeah.
and it just comes out
awesome.
and the
Can
whole
I-
thing is ripped
That's
up.
what I'm talking
so
about.
they have
They
to
went a
replace
little
that
far.
harness daily.
Well, I don't think that happens all the time. I think they said they're getting more aggressive and they're just checking the fences for
Systematically.
Yeah,
Checking
checking
because
for
they smart
weaknesses
as fuck.
systematically. The one thing I always thought was that pen was way too small for how many raptors were in that.
I agree.
You
Yeah.
know,
Because
But
they also need space to roam. They're
Right.
they're roamers.
unless we're only seeing the feeding area in the whole pen, like it maybe goes
Fenced
out
on the outside.
Yeah, but I didn't see. They walked up from
That's
that
what
area.
I'm saying. Like,
So,
it never made sense to me. Just like going over the cliff doesn't make sense to me with the
but I
T-Rex
think
part,
it
but
was. I
does.
don't think they were in a pin yet. I think that's what they explained is they're still trying to because the biggest one killed 2 of the other ones. He even said like we had them, and then the biggest girl,
The female.
she killed 2 of the other ones.
Oh, the male, the buck.
So we had to make some more, and so I think they were still figuring them out, which is why they were in their own thing because people couldn't go see them there. You can't see them there.
No.
So I don't think they were in like a exhibit yet.
I don't think the raptors ever were going to be an exhibit. That's my thing. Like the raptor, the whole thing about it when like, remember he's like, you bred raptors? Right? Like there's nothing anywhere in the park about raptors.
God, they were breeding them though.
So.
Because that was a baby raptor.
Well, so in the
Those
book-
eggs were raptors.
Yeah, in the book,
think they
they're
took-
doing it for military shit. So.
Oh, right from the start? I thought Hammond wasn't about that though.
He wasn't, but it's the whole thing.
Oh,
of
that guy, though, was.
He's not
Do
really
you think
in
they
charge.
took alien inspiration for the raptors?
Probably.
Well,
hold on.
raptors
Also,
are
in-
dinosaurs though, so
in
you
the
take
book-
inspiration from fossils.
Right.
Just in the movie, the way they move and the way they do other things,
Probably.
and then I'm like,
They're birds, Walter.
Yeah, the birds.
and then you
damn it.
the Alien franchise, the way those fucking.
Ma-
It feels like there's parallels there
Yeah, you're
to me
right.
all of a sudden.
So in the book, though,
Maybe.
Dr.
Sorry,
Hammond,
ADD. Go ahead.
Hammond isn't a nice guy. He's
Oh, that's
way
in the
more-
books. Yeah,
he's
yeah.
way more cutthroat. So I'm trying to remember because
How the books? The books good. I've never read the books.
The books
They're
are
darker.
way better.
Way better. Ooh.
Like if you're looking for a book
Were they
to
books
read,
first or are they books after?
books
Books first.
Michael Cretchen wrote them. I have one sitting right there. I have actually the Lost World right. Oh no, that's two. That's Jurassic Park and the Lost World together in one.
Oh, nice.
Definitely, if you're looking for a book to read, those are the books.
Do you guys think I read?
No, but I know
I
you
don't
do.
read.
You would be correct.
No, you
I read well, but I don't.
But if you're looking for a book to read, start with that.
I
Or
probably
just
not gonna
watch,
read it.
or just read the
General
boys,
synopsis, maybe?
Read the boys' comic.
Well, you've seen the
I've
movie.
already read all of it. Literally all of it.
But that's why Steve and I were saying earlier that we want to rated R one because we want
That's exciting.
more of like the darker.
I was all
Right.
for that last time we talked.
Oh yeah, of course. So, favorite parts or scenes in this movie? Anybody can take that.
Dude,
Tara's nope.
Go ahead.
What?
go Terry, you put your hand up first. I did not.
So one of my favorite parts is when they're driving in San Diego, and she's like, "Slow down, we don't want to lose him." And he like looks over and he's like, "I don't think so." He's like, "No, not gonna do that. Not gonna slow down." Because it also I feel like is a parallel to the first one where he was in a car trying to get away from a T-Rex already.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
she's like,
100%.
"Slow down," and he's like, "No, he's
no.
gonna be fine. He's gonna catch up with us."
Yeah.
So that's one of my favorites. And then kind of that whole thing too, because then when they get to the docks and she's like, he's like, they're on the other side of this building. And she's like, "Is there a quicker way?" And he's like, "Oh, there can be." And then they just go through the building.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was making a correlation between the two movies to Wally when we were watching it earlier, which is at the end when they get the infant and they put it in the car.
Jeff Goldblum with his broken leg.
With Jeff Goldblum, right? Well,
Yep.
So who's in the back of the Jeep in the first
Yep.
movie with a
Him with his broken leg.
broken leg, and then in this movie, it's fucking he's driving the car this time, and
Fan service,
it's
right?
the same fucking thing.
Fan service, you think?
I've never thought about it. Until
I
today.
also
think it's
like
fan
when the ball, the giant like lotto, the gas station ball,
Oh, yeah,
kind of
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
rolls past them.
Oh, I love
When the
that.
dinosaur
84,
first sees him,
yeah.
because he's like, I think he sees us.
Dude, the Mission Impossible scene is hands down the best one. The one where they're head dangling over the cliff. Yeah. And they're trying to, her pack, and then the falling and
This
all
is
that.
Jurassic
Pack.
Park. We're talking about Jurassic Park.
No,
I know.
we're back. We're talking about our favorite parts.
Yeah, it's a
Lost
Mission
World.
Impossible part.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I actually saw a snippet of how they tried to do the thing in Mission Impossible, the thing, and like they couldn't get it right.
And they just kept doing it, and then they got it right, and then
No.
they kept that scene, because
No,
I watched
no,
that
no.
same thing.
But why? How did they get it right? Tom Cruise put coins in his shoes to level himself out when he fell
Oh, yeah,
down.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Did you watch an interview of him shooting the scene? And
Yeah,
they're like,
and they let him sit there
we
for
kept
way
doing it,
longer.
and we kept doing it, and finally he was like, just go. We'll let this happen. And he finally got it on the last take.
Right.
And he finally didn't touch, and he's hanging there, and he's like waiting, and the director finally was like, cut.
Did you?
Got it, right.
That's what you're saying. That's your
Jesus.
favorite part, though, when they're in the thing and it's hanging over the
trailer,
cliff?
yeah.
Yeah. That whole, it's not
That
just
gives
that.
me so
but
much
that's-
anxiety.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Like so much anxiety.
From when it gets, from the second the kid gets the baby Rex gets to the trailer to when the dude gets pulled in half. And then the button on that scene I always find very funny. Everyone just shows up.
I
All
also
the guys
like,
just roll up.
I also
What
like
the
that
fuck?
they don't show.
But that scene is my
they
favorite.
don't show the Rexes coming back to knock it in. You just see Jeff
Nah.
Goldblum looking out the window, being like,
They get their kid to
"Everybody,
safety and
everybody,
they come back
hang
to fuck
on!
shit up.
Like everybody, grab something."
Yeah.
Because they don't show.
I like
he
that,
can
yeah.
see them coming
And
back.
it's a good look at him too, and he's just like, everybody hold on to something.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's good. It's good. Does
but
anybody
it's
pick up the
so
damn
much anxiety,
phone?
especially when she falls
Yeah.
and she's on the glass. But when she moves, it cracks. But that glass popped out.
Also, I want to talk about something. Why would there be a full pane of glass at the back of a trailer like that?
Not uncommon though.
So you can see people coming up
But
the rear.
but when the dinosaurs first hit it and they show them being tumbled around in the thing, that glass pops out.
It does.
You see it pop out.
It does.
I think the most
We had
ingenious
2 panes
thing
of glass in there.
is
Also,
the nest. That's an ingenious thing. Okay, let's get a winch and let's get this and let's go to the top where nothing
Yeah.
can touch us.
Well, the high. It's a high hide.
Yeah,
We call
the
it-
high
'cause
hide.
it's
yeah,
high
because
hide.
they're
Yeah,
so
yeah,
high
hide,
that they
hide.
literally watch it walk underneath of them. Like they watch the
awesome. Yeah, I'll sleep
genius
up
idea.
was
Yeah.
just
I will
saying.
never leave this place.
there. Yeah, exactly. I'm staying up
I tell you what,
there.
you come get me when they come rescue us. Like I
I
will be
would've-
here until
Would have shot that
until then.
T-Rex from the top. Right in that melon.
Fucking like Sniper 3. You can just see the bullet.
Yeah, the skull.
Get some-
See a testicle pop.
Imagine a Tyrannosaurus's testicle just. It's got to be bigger than my head.
You don't see them. They don't show them.
Probably.
Just
Or they're
dangling.
females.
Or they're all.
I know there's a
Life
bull.
finds a way. Imagine Trump. Life.
Finds a way.
There's a
Melania, where are you at?
all the
Finds a
frogs.
way.
There's
all the
also-
dinosaurs are
They're
gay.
fucking.
there's also a lucky pack in both the second and the
Lucky
third
pack!
movies.
You're right.
Every time. This is funny because it just happened this weekend. We were packing everything up, and I do have my favorite backpack. I have a military backpack.
I don't even have a backpack.
And I was like, I pulled it out, and my son was packing his stuff, and I was packing mine. I was like, Lucky Pack! No one knows what I'm talking about when I say it out loud. And it's
Me
sad.
every time.
Yeah, you are the one. You two might be the only 2 people that would know what I was
I was
saying.
gonna. I have. You guys won't find it as interesting, but the girl, the actress that plays the little girl in the beginning,
Yeah, she's from
The black girl?
not Gilmore Girls.
Which girl are we talking about? Oh, the one on
No.
the boat? The boat girl?
the little girl
Where
from
she
the
finds
beginning.
the compy in the beginning.
yeah.
She
She
was
gets
in
attacked.
one.
The one screaming?
Right.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure she's the girl from when the what's the movie where the call is coming from inside the house when a stranger calls or whatever, where she's babysitting or whatever in the house.
Damn, she grew up to do a bunch
That
of
horror
weird
movie?
fucking movies.
Cellular. No.
No,
White Noise?
Oh,
Keep
oh,
going.
Oh. Yeah, I know what
is
you're
it when a
talking
stranger?
about.
It's something
When a stranger
because they're
calls. Yeah,
like
yeah,
there's the call is coming from inside the house.
The Enrique Iglesias soccer.
She's
Why
like-
do I remember that fucking
She's like
music video?
babysitting in the house is like all glass
Yeah.
and shit. When a stranger calls. Yep.
Yeah.
So this girl, this actress,
Rip Girls, that's what I was
The
thinking.
Chum Scrubber? What the fuck?
one of Taylor
Take
Swift's
that 1H out of there.
one of Taylor
Oh.
Swift's songs is written about her.
Oh, The Patriot?
Yeah, she was one of the little
More
girls.
little girls? Oh, Aim Small, Miss Small.
Wait, well, hold on. Go back to that. Patriot. Why is that?
Why is it
Steven
only?
Seagal?
That's a different.
Maybe it's a
That's
different Patriot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the good one.
I was about to say, why is the Patriot
But
only
look at-
4.2 stars?
She's
I
been
feel
in
like
stuff.
I've seen her as an adult and stuff too.
Yeah.
She has been, yeah. Well, that movie that she was that When a Stranger Calls movie, she's a teenager at least.
What is that from? That's from not knowing the Push. That's where you saw her from.
Oh, with Chris Evans.
yes,
Is
great
that
movie.
it? Okay.
Elle
Oh, look,
Fanning?
Practical Magic,
Oh,
because she played Sandra Bullock as a girl.
Push. I knew that. Look at me.
But yeah, one of Taylor
Wow, you've
Swift's
seen that.
one of Taylor Swift's
It's so good.
songs is written about her.
Need to put that.
Okay.
Yeah, really good.
Okay.
movie. Okay.
None of you care about my story. I knew you wouldn't.
I was listening to you the whole time.
I wasn't
What was my story?
I wasn't listening at all.
because you're a woman.
no.
Joking.
No.
I
I was,
said-
I was in process.
I
I
was
was
thinking
saying
of
that
Push.
that
you can't
actress.
interrupt a brilliant mind.
It was a
It's
fun
doing
fact.
things.
If the brilliant mind, the fun fact. Sorry.
It was a fun fact.
Yes.
That actress,
Yes.
one of Taylor Swift's earlier songs is written about her.
Remember, you're talking to the audience, Tara. They heard you. I might not have, but they did. So you
I
don't
need
have to repeat. I
acknowledgement.
promise.
Yes, I do. I
Solid
need
logic.
acknowledgement.
No, you don't.
I need acknowledgement and I need affirmation.
Good word. I'm
Affirm.
trying to put some better words in my head. Affirmation's a good one. What did you say earlier?
You may just pick a word.
You don't remember you said something. I was like, oh, that's a good word.
Let's push right here.
Yeah, you clicked.
Oh.
Benevolent.
Yes, it was. Wasn't.
No, I just fucking pulled that out of my ass.
My love language is words of affirmation. Like I need serious
I like being left
verification in my life.
I like no one to say a fucking word to me.
I don't
It's my
think
love
that's it. I don't
language.
think that's it.
It's like,
Hey, I'm going in the basement. Fuck off. That's my love language.
I like to just be left by myself.
Wally's love language is whatever the opposite of physical touch is.
Don't touch me.
Get your hands off it.
You know what? We've talked about this because I try to get on board with all these things that it's a communication thing, right? You're like trying to define what works with you.
Well, because some
So
people
Sarah and
also
I-
think you need to be with someone's same love language. No, you just need to understand your person's love
Yeah,
language.
so Sarah and I talk. I know what she wants, needs, and desires, and I
What's
try
her
my
love
best.
language?
She wants El Pepe.
A
What would
lot.
you say her
She's
love
got?
language
She's
is?
got a few different things. She likes.
Well,
the
so there
affirmation
there
and
are
the touch.
specific. There's six.
I guarantee I,
I
don't
think love
fall under
languages.
any of the six. Go ahead.
It's turning into a
So words
block.
of affirmation,
I do those all the time.
physical touch.
I do that frequently.
No, your love language is what you need. to
Yeah,
feel.
for her. I'm talking about for her.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to pick one for myself?
what you
Words of
need.
Oh, we're doing
affirmation.
me. Okay, go ahead.
Well, because you just said I bet I don't fit in any, so I was saying
I've already talked about all these.
words of affirmation, physical touch, gifts, acts of service. And there's a fifth one, but I'm blanking on it.
You got to touch the
Quality-
pee-pee from
quality
to
time.
Quality time with the pee pee.
Quality time, acts of
think I need
service,
any of
gifts, physical touch, words of affirmation.
Steve, what do you think mine would be? I don't think any of them are.
Hey, I got this bag of Doritos. You want to share it?
Oh, dude, I'm so happy. I am so happy.
So you know what?
You know what I
That's
do like?
Probably.
You know what I do? What does this fall under, right?
That
So
could be acts of service. Arguably.
I love coming home and it not being like super messy and crazy from
So
a
taking
blow-up.
care
So
of
probably
your-
acts of service.
Yeah.
You think that's what
That's
acts?
active.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
we'll chalk that back to service.
In your relationships, you like people who can like provide you what you
I
need.
thought that was like blowjob. Like
No,
that's what I thought.
Service.
no, it's like people who
Service
can
received.
like contribute to your life.
Yeah, I love that. My life's hectic. Maybe
That's
that's
like
it then.
acts of service.
I'll talk to Sarah tonight.
My mom's is absolutely quality time.
We're growing on the decision.
Yeah,
wheel
yeah,
here.
yeah.
like my mom's
Sarah,
act of service.
Yep.
That's what it is.
My mom's
I'll talk to you
My
later.
mom's love language is absolutely quality time. Like
good.
her favorite thing is if we would spend time with her. That's like
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
or do things with her, like whatever. Mine is absolutely words of affirmation. And I think the last time I took a quiz on it,
I like
it was
your T-shirt.
It-
It's a nice T-shirt.
that's compliments.
That's not
What is
words
that?
of
Words of
affirmation.
affirmation is like I'm doing good job in my life.
That
You're
shirt's
doing a good job.
job.
Yeah, I'm not going to be
Picking out my
direct with
clothes?
it.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Followed
Take a compliment.
followed
Fuck, you're not getting them
followed
anymore.
Yeah,
I think
words
very
of my ass.
closely. The last time I took it, I think it was followed by like my second one was acts of service.
Is it though?
That's what when I took the quiz. That's what it said.
The quiz. What was
When I
it
took
on
a quiz,
Facebook?
it was no, but it was
Okay.
one of those ones where you answer different questions and it's just based off of like your preferences.
I want
And
to be comfortable and for nothing to get in my way. So it's definitely, I think, the acts of service. Just do that and I'm happy. I'm cruising.
Carrick's is also acts of
Cruising.
service.
Okay.
Cruising.
But he's a man, so he's like acts of service.
No,
wink, wink.
Carrick's is acts of service because in the sense he wants partners in life, like people
Yeah.
who can like add
I was
Acts
like,
of
quality
service.
to his life,
Right,
like
like-
benefit, like
Right.
no, not
upside
like
down.
Jesus Christ. So we're trying to talk about our favorite parts of scenes in Lost World. Tara, did you say yours? I don't think you did.
Yeah, I said when he was in the car and he was
was in
like,
the
"Oh,
car.
no," because it was also a tie. That's how we got talking about the tie to the car part to the first.
Yeah, she did hers.
movie.
What's yours, Steve? What do you got?
Well, I mean, the trailer scene is fucking wild.
Top tier.
Top tier. You said it though. That's so you get taking that.
Pick another one. There's a bunch of them. You can pick another one.
I mean, the raptor scene where they're don't go into the long grass is great.
Yeah, it's good.
That
I get-
shot overhead where you're seeing them slowly move
the
in.
grass?
I do also like, which I'm surprised you haven't said. I also like when he's trying to tell the guys which dinosaurs to go for, and he's just naming, and he can't get the names right. So then he just
Right. The
That was
pompadour,
fun. He ends
up throwing the
That
thing.
felt like a Disney
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
part felt like a Disney movie.
because he
But
was
that's
just like,
where
why
the-
am I even trying to use this?
And that's
Like,
where Friar Tuck comes from, and that's what anytime
I say it all
anybody
the time.
says
And Elvis.
Friar Tuck, yeah.
And Elvis.
Yep. It's great.
Paragolosaurus.
This one, yeah.
Paragolosaurus.
It's good. I mean, the whole not the opening, but when they get to the island, is great. It's just a balls to the wall.
That's what you want.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
people
yeah.
want.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
job. That's what I'm saying. This movie lands multiple times perfect, and then just kind of fucking bails in other parts.
It fumbles the ending for sure. I mean, and that's I think the biggest thing is like it sets it up so well, and then it didn't know what to do with it. So then when
They
they
could have done
finally,
such a good job with it going to the city too.
when they finally get back.
Part 2.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No. Well, I was gonna say when they finally get together and like they help each other out, like the two teams, right? Hammond sent 2 teams. It's like it kind of just fails.
Yeah.
But then there's still cool shit that happens, obviously. But it's still kind of like it doesn't know where to go.
Yeah. I think it just my 2 big botched parts in this whole thing, and I've talked to Steve about this on multiple occasions, is the gymnast girl takes me out of it during that scene where they're in that little junkyard gymnast part, and then right before they get picked up, and then the dinosaur on the boat.
It doesn't make any sense. So
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
We
Kinda
need to
pulls me
talk
out a little
about
bit.
we got to talk about the giant elephant in the room in the movie, which is
Giant dinosaur.
giant dinosaur on a cargo ship in
Yeah.
the movie. How the fuck did any of those people die on the ship, Tara?
Also, then got it back in there,
right,
and they were
To
trying
die.
to close it.
to die later. Okay, maybe that guy got bit and he bled out and like trapped him. Right, that's a whole other movie
Because he
we'll
was
never see.
holding the thing. So
Right.
like,
There was a hidden raptor the whole time, and it just was on the boat
And just
being
jumped out like-
mischievous.
later.
Not benevolent, but malevolent.
Ooh, okay, all right.
Just
but
like
also,
fighting around.
so they traveled with the baby separately. Then
Yeah,
they had
that's
to
what
have.
Steve told me. Because at first I was like, maybe the baby got to it. Steve was like, no, they traveled. I was like, oh yeah.
They
Well,
had
and that's
they
my
had to
thought
have
too,
because
yeah.
or else they would have been dead too, and they got there first.
Right.
So
Like they
thi-
were back first.
The only
So-
way it works, right? And it's
How did they
not
get it
gonna
down
work.
there?
That's the question because if you look,
Like it would have had to
cage-
be like
T-Rex
one of those
got out.
things like
Killed people in an enclosed cabin without breaking glass,
right,
and then killed the dude that was holding a button,
right,
but didn't fully kill him.
right.
Went downstairs and he pressed the button.
or he was dying
Only way that
like you
works is
said. He
not
got
even
attacked,
feasible.
but he made his way up there, but he was bleeding out, so he died.
yeah,
That makes more sense. But
Right.
but they're
But
in a cabin
also,
dead and there's arms.
they would have
hanging. Like, what
had
the
to
fuck?
like he was out. So they would have had to like use basically a thing like they do with whales and stuff where they transport them where it had to have been like a pulley type of or
Or it broke,
hammock type of thing.
Or they had it on, so they actually show the shot of it going back at the end of the movie, right? And it's
you
in
see
its
it, that
enclosure.
that like thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's on top of the boat. It's not in the boat, right? So my
No,
thought,
when they show it at the end going back, it is you don't see it. It's in the thing with the baby.
there's
when
a
it-
shot over top that shows the
The empty one, you mean? Where it's empty? Because when they're heading back to the island, they're in that because they trapped them in that thing and they don't ever.
I'm
open
thinking
it.
of them going away on the helicopter and they
Yeah,
see it.
you see
upside
the
down.
empty one.
Right, right.
You see the empty.
no, you see it in the cage. The Tyrannosaurus.
Oh,
in that,
when
in
they're
that
leaving
cage.
the island.
Yeah, yeah.
You mean not in San Diego? You mean
guess-
when they're leaving the island?
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a cage, right? What do you call that? A
Yeah,
cage?
because they show an empty one in San Diego too that they plan to transfer to, and it's kind of like a thing, and it goes like this and it's
Right.
long.
So
And
my
it was,
thought
like,
is
in there.
it's on the boat. It's not in the boat. It's on the deck of the boat in the cage. And somehow it wakes up and gets out of that fucking cage. And then it starts eating everybody. Somehow, like you said, eating people inside of something that's not breaking anything.
I
and
see. So
whatever.
you're saying it got trapped in that thing, but it didn't start in that thing.
correct. It was on the boat itself, on the deck of the boat, got out of its
How
enclosure.
would it get out of that?
Who knows? Faulty welds, you know?
Also, why wouldn't you at least shoot it again just to be sure? You know, it's
They
a
didn't
long,
know. They
it's a
explained
long
that
travel.
the euthanizer didn't really know what he was doing.
Right, exactly. So, okay, that happens. It gets out, it kills some people. There's more than one person still alive at the end, and they say, all right, you or me, they flip a coin. The guy that loses has to go tell, it's going to follow me down in the bottom, and then you're going to close it. And then something else happens and fucking eats
Yeah, because
both of
how
them.
would they get it down? If it didn't
Right.
start down there, how'd
Right.
they get it down there?
Exactly.
But then how come we didn't see the cage on the boat?
It was.
Steve said
I
it
feel like
knocked
it
it off.
did it.
No, it's broken on top of it.
Was it?
When they get
I
up there,
didn't
you can see it. They're talking. When Ian goes to grab or look at the hand holding the thing, behind him is the cage broken up. So the original story, and it's all done on, if you look at like not the deleted scenes, but the storyboards that they were going to do, raptors attack the ship and kill everybody aboard. And
Before
then-
it sets off?
Correct. Well, either they're on it and then they finally kill them, or as they're going, somehow they get out or they're on it and they
That
kill them.
sounds more far-fetched, though.
Well,
There's
that's
your,
what
there's your
happens.
R-rated movie.
Yeah, but that's what was supposed to happen, and they just didn't film it.
Sea container.
So then where did the
Captured
raptors
raptors.
go? The dinosaur ate them?
It didn't happen in this version of the movie.
No, I'm
In the
saying there would have had to be an after. Like, where would they have gone?
They just jumped off because there was no more things to eat.
They just jumped off into the ocean, died.
Sure. Maybe they can swim. We don't know.
No, they can't.
You don't know that. They don't know that either. What's water to them? Oh, I'm just gonna jump in this bitch.
I mean, fair.
Wee!
Oops.
This
dead.
is a bad idea.
Right. Exactly. So whatever. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go favorite part. It's gonna be the whole raptor scene there where they're closing in on them and don't go in the long grass, and then
I do like you
afterwards,
see their tails.
yeah,
You see
and
the
then
tails.
the whole like that one fucking raptor jumps up so high to fucking get that one dude, and of course it had to be
cool.
the black guy, of course. But then also
gonna
like
live.
everything afterwards where the raptors are attacking Ian and everybody else too. Like that was a cool scene up until the gymnast scene because stupid.
The fuck?
But she did kill a raptor.
I mean, she
so-
did get.
Yeah, you
she
got
did.
that much weight behind your feet. Jesus, not even a full-grown human being.
Oh, I think. I mean,
And
the raptor was
momentum.
standing on a thing. I mean, I think it's possible.
Yeah.
Negative.
Negative.
I mean, those dinosaurs don't know. It didn't. Maybe didn't have good balance. Who knows?
Watch that dinosaur go out the window. It's comical. There's no way it would have happened. The
I
dinosaur's
mean-
like, oh, fuck. And then it dies horribly with a thing in its back. Feel sad for that dinosaur.
That is sad. I did feel sad for
Yeah,
it.
that was unfair.
I was upset about that.
It shouldn't have died. You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because that girl should have been a character.
You're right.
That raptor should have lived.
I do like at some point where she's like, "I shouldn't have came. This was a mistake."
Yeah.
No
Oh, yeah.
shit.
No, duh. Yeah,
God.
this is your dad. You should at least believe your dad when he tells you you're fucking shit in the
This
bed.
is not because she even says, "I'll come and I'll help you do the research like I did in blah blah blah." And he's like, "This is not that."
different.
Different.
Same, but
All right. Any what the fuck moments for this?
I
that's
mean, I
it.
think we kind of talked
Yeah,
about it.
Yeah.
those are the two big ones. Those are hands down the two big ones.
I'm just thinking in my head if anything kind of pops out for me other than the ship. I mean, people getting killed trying to go into Blockbuster, that sucks.
Hilarious. So funny.
That
Right.
guy, can you imagine? Like, oh yeah, I thought of this when I was out. Yeah, my husband died. When he was returning a movie to Blockbuster. Oh my God, was it a car accident? No, dinosaur.
Yeah, no dinosaur.
Just
See, this
make
is me.
sure you
I would
can
have been
run
like,
faster than everybody
what
else.
movie was he returning?
Jurassic Park 1.
Ah, fuck.
This guy's gone.
Oh, Jesus. Imagine, though, right? You're right. Like, explaining that you're
Like
literally-
later in life, people
you're-
who don't live in San Diego.
Sure.
Like, oh my God, how did he die? Oh, well, do you remember when the T-Rex
yeah.
was running rampant
fucking
in the city?
There's a
fucking
couple
got
times.
him.
This T-Rex
He was
is having
returning a movie and,
Yeah.
a grand old time. There's at least 2 points where I think it's the same T-Rex that's just chasing a mob of people. Like they're chasing it on the island the
wild.
night before,
It's
day
wild.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
oh
then
yeah, that dad is just
He's just going at it.
starting shit.
Yeah, you
Although
fucked
the
with my
mom-
kid.
You
Because
think he's having a good
technically-
time, though?
technically-
Oh,
great
yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah. I'd be having a blast.
Technically, the mom is the one that ate the guy with the snake.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the
Was that the
dad
mom?
was because
Yeah.
the dad was still back at the camp. That's how
Right,
he was
right.
able to
Okay.
shoot him. So the mom was the one who was at. But makes a little bit more sense though because they were chasing them because she still smelled like the baby
So did he get the bull then?
because she
Well,
had
she had
the
the- yeah,
she
she
had the
had-
jacket on.
right. Say that again?
So it makes
Did
more
he get
sense.
the bull or did he get the mom?
The bull.
He did.
That's the one you wanted.
yeah.
That's,
See,
that was the bull.
now the genders are fucking me up.
And they say he when they're in San Diego too.
Well,
when
hold
they're
on.
talking about it,
During
they
that
do
scene,
say.
isn't there two Tyrannosauruses there chasing after all those people? That go in
One
the waterfall?
chases,
Yeah.
the other one kind of is still
Yeah, yeah,
hanging
yeah.
around. The one that chased, that's what I'm saying. The one that chased had to have been the mom because he shot the dad.
That's some crazy shit running into two of them. Fuck. Family of.
That's like.
But
the
isn't
worst
that cute
Christ.
though? They stay together
Not
for
the mama.
like for the kid. Like
That's
they're just
true,
like a
right.
little family
Also,
unit.
was it not?
And then when you see them later at the
The,
end,
the dinosaur's
Yeah,
cute. Little
I was gonna
dinosaur's
say when you first see the
big
dinosaur
eyes.
just gnawing on that fucking thing and looks
he
up,
even
I was
like looks up and he's like, "What's
yeah,
up?"
shit.
Like, because
You
they
guys
don't
wanna
know.
play?
Because like he said, they have no reason to fear humans. They don't know
Exactly.
what we are. So
Right.
he just looked up and was like, "Nah, chill." Like,
I've seen a lot of people say, and well, this is, I guess, a what the fuck, is the scene in which the compies kill that guy. He
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
have died. Like, oh,
they're
there's-
not taking big enough bites, and he can he's a big enough guy where he could flail enough to like.
unless
get out of
one
that, I feel
grabs
like.
his
Jugular?
right, jug or
Which fair,
fucking
maybe.
wrist, which they kind of
And the
figured
little
out.
girl
This
didn't
is-
die.
this is the-
They
Right.
made a point to say
Right.
that she
These
didn't
kill
die.
cams. All movies suffer from kill cams.
Although the way
What
the
else?
mom
How can we
reacted,
get
you would have
someone-
thought that little girl got ripped to shreds.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
scream.
how else
But I
can
think
we
it was
make
just
someone
a,
die? They're like, we got midget dinosaurs. We
We got-
can use
we got
midget
well,
dinosaurs.
because compies are scavengers. They're not
Sure.
predators that go
They
out
say
and
that.
hunt their shit.
Yeah. There's other dinosaurs that you
So
fucking,
they were adapting at this point, like killing that girl, killing
if you go
the
out of
guy?
the Jurassic, right? You go millions of years, even more terrifying. They have a bird that's still a descendant of this bird that sat maybe
well,
like I would say 13 feet tall, and it had a bill, just kind of like an eagle. And you know how it would kill things? Pistol whipping at the top of their skulls.
I mean, yeah.
I'm
Like an
so
egg.
excited.
Like
Listen,
you're cracking
I'm
an
so
egg.
excited. I've never been able to pronounce this dinosaur's name, but I'm so excited that, like,
It's your
watching
time?
watching the new trailer.
Yeah.
That they're having the largest
the
flying
ones,
one
yeah.
in there. It begins with a Q, and I've never been able to. But those things are so
Quadrigadom.
fucking
Quadrigadactyl.
massive.
Quadrigadactyl.
It begins with a Q. I can tell you. There's like a Z in there too. I feel
If
like.
I can't pronounce things on this show, Tara, and it's great, you should just try to go for it.
Oh yeah, well, dude, we're full sending at all times.
find
Yeah, you guys are welcome.
You guys are welcome.
But this bird is terrifying.
Oh,
when
yeah.
when it talks, it uses the clamping of its beak to make
Oh,
the noises.
I know what you're talking about, that
And
pop,
you
pop,
can-
pop, pop, pop.
They're modern
Yeah, yeah.
versions of
Yeah,
that. They're
it's- yeah.
smaller, and you can hear it.
Sounds like a machine gun.
It sounds like a 2x4 hitting another 2x4
Right.
at like Mach 6. And you hear it like 1,000 times.
That was
And you're
oddly
like,
specific.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So
Bring
I
it up.
feel like it's a Quetz. Okay. Quetzalcoatlus.
Quetzalcoatlus. Yeah, I don't know.
There's got to be some. Don't they usually say how to pronounce things?
Oh, that's it right there.
How to pronounce it?
The shoebill stork.
Quetzalcoatl Atlas.
Quetzalcoatlus.
There you go.
Quetzalcoatlus.
We got it now.
So like those are the biggest. They're literally their wingspan could be up to 39 feet.
I got an idea.
Those big ones.
Saddle
We
it up.
just used Google whatever to just say all these things and not me, so I don't fuck them up all the time. Yeah, you know what?
There
That's
you
part
go.
of the show. It's
But
part
they
of the show,
showed
man.
them. I recognized it
Oh, there it is,
instantly.
Wally. Do it.
The shoe bill. Oh, those things are terrifying. The sounds.
Yeah, this is a descendant of what I was talking about.
Are shoe bills still around? I thought they were extinct.
No, they still have them, I believe. There's not many, though.
Are we not going to hear it?
That's what I'm looking for right now. Oh,
There it
is.
goes.
That's not as impressive as the ones.
No,
I've
some
heard
of them
before.
are very like some of the times. Some of the videos I've seen are terrifying. I mean, they look terrifying. Even their faces are like.
Raptor sound?
Kind of.
Maybe a little bit.
Well,
Hold
they are
up.
descendants of birds.
Hold up.
That one. Do that. Oh, no, sorry.
I'm pretty sure that they pulled some of this for the raptor sound. Along. Something
What?
close.
And you know what? They probably pitched it up or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would make sense. Why wouldn't they?
And look at it walking.
Yeah, it's a raptor.
Dude, these are the most dangerous birds.
Have you
the
heard?
Cassowary. Yeah.
Have you heard more recently, like what they've decided, what they've deemed like the actual T-Rexes really sounded like?
Yeah.
Because
nothing.
it's so much more terrifying than what they used in these movies. Like it's very more like deep, growly, like throat
Yeah.
sounds, and it sounds terrifying.
Look at that.
Yeah, they're
Imagine
scary.
running into that.
It looks kinda-
You're out in the fucking woods.
You wake up just.
and you just
Hey, what are
see
you doing?
this.
He looks
What are you
there, but hear me out. There are some angles
That's a dinosaur.
where this bird looks terrifying, and then there are some angles where it looks like a doofus.
It looks
Yeah.
like a doofus more often than it looks terrifying.
Like when it's looking
I'll
at you
give you that.
straight on, and its head is down, and its eyes are doing that thing. Like that's terrifying.
Yeah.
that look is
running
terrifying.
into that,
But from the
not for me.
side, like
Dude,
it
look
kind of
how
looks
big
like a
this
doofus.
guy-
look
Looks
how
kind
big
of like a
that thing
doofus.
is.
Look at this dude. This dude's just fucking like, what's up, buddy? But the one I'm talking about would swing that beak down with that point
Look,
right on top
look
of
at him
people's
bowing
melons.
back at him. That's cute.
That is fucking terrifying me right now.
Isn't that crazy? What? You're just outside.
Right.
You're just taking a walk, a stroll, and you hear that noise out in the distance. First off, you don't walk towards it.
No.
But if you manage to, and then you see this,
12-year-old child is that's the size of it. Just walking up like,
yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, brrrah, brrrah, what's up? Like, no, not for me.
It does. It kind of sounds like an AK, like
Right,
off
yeah.
the distance. Anyways,
God damn it. Okay, guess what? The fun facts of the fucking week. Fucking Taco Bell over here. What?
it always makes me hungry.
That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Julianne Moore admitted that she did this movie for two reasons: to pay off an exorbitant divorce settlement that had been awarded to her ex-husband, and
Oh,
to
no.
work with Steven Spielberg. She admitted that she enjoyed herself tremendously.
How did she
for
lose
her.
out on the settlement? Why did she lose? What happened there?
That's weird, right?
What did she do? Is she a working woman?
Maybe.
And the guy just went for it?
Maybe like she's never home for my children.
Yeah, let's make up scenarios.
Right.
I feel like that would be.
She doesn't have a soul because she's redheaded. How are you going to give her money?
Give me the kids. She can't do it. She doesn't have a soul. Tara, we're joking.
I mean,
True.
I hate kids. So
Right.
you're not gonna get arguments
See?
from me.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe she was like, look, just fuck these kids.
Take them. I don't want them. I don't even like them.
I don't even like them. I got to go film Jurassic World with these fucking guys. You think this is cooler? You think that keeping the kids is cooler than that? It's not.
I'm going to have a great time.
Have fun, Dad.
Right.
It's so fucked up.
Later. The vocalizations for the juvenile Tyrannosaurus were of a baby camel crying for its mother.
Oh,
Kind of fucked up because they probably like, we're going to take your mom. We need you to cry.
you
And we're
stand
going to
over
record
there,
it.
and you can't go there.
Right.
You're just gonna cry over here.
Ah!
I'm gonna look up
Kinda fucked
animals
up.
used. In
What are you
Jurassic
looking
Park.
up? You're looking up why she got divorced, aren't you?
Yeah.
She's like, she's part of my team. I need to know that she's not a bad lady. It's Julianne Moore. Come on, she can't be a bad lady. Can't be. Bet you she is.
She's on multiple lists of the most expensive celebrity divorces.
Oh, something happened.
She's in the top 10.
Oh no.
Damn, what'd she do?
Let's see.
What'd she do?
Steven Spielberg is also in the top 10.
That's why.
So is Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond.
And Mel Gibson.
Da, da, da.
And Demi Moore and Bruce Willis.
What a weird couple.
Mm.
That was always a weird one for me.
Wait, I don't see her on here though. Hang on.
I don't see him. Well, while you're looking for that.
Hang on a second.
Oh,
This
nope.
is interesting. 1, 2.
Yeah, so the T-Rex roar was
Why did this
created
come
by
up
a
if she
combination of baby
she
elephant
wasn't in
cries,
there?
alligator growls, and lion roars.
Mm.
Isn't that wild?
Roars.
Roar. Did I say that weird?
No, you just
Roar. By sexy roar.
She wasn't in the top 10. I don't know why that came up.
Go ahead, Steve. Go
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead. Don't let Tara
Director
keep doing
Steven
that.
Spielberg had to attend an early screening for Swingers in order to give the approval for the use of Jaws theme. He was so impressed by Vince Vaughn that he offered him a part in this movie.
Vince Vaughn's great.
I like him.
I was watching his hot ones. The other day.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
I didn't
He
know
seems-
him and the host were both.
Yeah, he seems like a genuine dude. Both what?
They were both tour guides.
Oh.
Chicago tour guides.
That
just
makes
like their
perfect
movie.
sense when you think about how
Yeah.
both of them talk.
He did
and
that
stuff.
movie with
Yeah.
Tara. What's that movie they did where he was a Chicago tour guide? Vince Vaughn. It was a kind of a chick flick.
The Breakup
The Breakup. Yes.
with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. Forgot about that. That he was the tour guide in the movie, not the movie. Writer David, what did we say his name was? Cope?
K-O-P-P.
I say
He
Cope.
said Cope.
K-O-E-P-P.
We said cop.
Cope, whatever, said that when he was writing the script to this movie, he taped a fan letter next to his computer screen. The letter was from a viewer of Jurassic Park who complained he waited too long to show the dinosaurs.
Interesting.
Really?
Here's my thing. I
Suspense,
feel
man.
like, yeah, exactly. I feel like that's the whole good thing about Jurassic Park is you're wanting to see the dinosaurs and they're not showing them to you, so you got to build the suspense to get to them. And when you finally see them, you're like, oh, this is. That's why that scene works where they first see the dinosaur and he grabs her fucking head like, look at this.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense. You fucking go out the gate,
Imagine.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. 100%.
Right.
You can't give it to him.
No, you gotta keep wanting for more.
Yeah. Dude, I heard there was dinosaurs in this movie.
Yeah? You're not gonna see them until the last 15 minutes.
Suspense. It's a good movie.
You gotta wait 3 hours. They're coming. Trust me. They'll be here eventually. We only have enough money. Vanessa Lee Chester joked that she kept begging the filmmakers to make her do her own stunt, as she thinks that may have been where the gymnastic scene came from. She explained, I was just like, please give me a stunt scene. Please give me something crazy to do. I don't want to just be a kid in this film. I want to do something badass. I remember begging them to let me fall. I was like, I don't need any stunt gear. I fall all the time. Just let me do it. I'm 13. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing because I actually used to do gymnastics. So I was like, this is so dope. I think it's incredible. I think it's really fun.
I hate her even more now.
I know, right? She made the movie worse by going, let me do something.
Fuck.
And they let her do it. And,
She just killed her off.
yeah. Have some balls.
Just a
Kill
sad
a
Jeff
black kid in a movie.
Jesus.
A black woman child in this movie. Just kill her. Come on.
Oh my
Come on,
God.
Steven. What are you doing?
Well,
Throw
a
some-
mixed argument probably would have brought in a little heavier if that was the case.
Probably.
They would have offed her early. Later, maybe?
Maybe? I don't know. But okay, let's say we take that scene completely out of the movie. What do
Yeah.
you do there instead?
Nothing.
And it
They're
was
just
They just
escaping.
wouldn't be up in the raptors.
Dude, the car scene
With the
before that,
raptors.
enough suspense.
The rafters with the raptors.
The Raptors with the
Jeez, they're in the Raptors with the Raptors. Just rapping Raptors.
Get off this roof, you fucking.
Jesus Christ. All right. Final decision time out of 10. What would we give this? Recommend, skip, or must watch?
I'm gonna give this a solid fucking 8.4.
8.4.
And this is because this one holds a very special place in my heart. I think movies that I've watched the most, like repeatedly in my life, this has to be top 3 or 4. I had seen it that many times. You would never guess what other movie that I've watched more than this.
Not The Fifth Element.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
While I was in Ridgecrest, I watched it every day before swim practice because it was the perfect time. My little crazy autistic brain was like, this movie, if I make it through it, it'll be time to go do something fun. I've set myself up like that with time capsules my whole entire life.
I get that.
I
And
was
I do
driving
that. I do
back.
that too, yeah.
I was driving back from the camping vacation, and I was like, okay, I got a little over 2 hours. We're going to Dark Knight it. So I put
Ooh,
Dark Knight
okay,
on
yeah,
for everyone
yeah,
to
yeah,
ride.
and just roll
And
with it.
it's like I woke up being done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, I do that frequently. But that's what I did with that movie. And I had watched it,
Like it?
probably over 100 times. To
Over
200 times.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I've watched this movie a lot too, but I don't remember the most of where I would watch it
What movie do you think you've seen the most?
in my life.
Yeah. Well, rewatched the most. It's a wild concept, right?
Back to the Future 2 or a Jim Carrey comedy movie. So maybe like Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, or
Your
The
top
Mask.
ones. See, these aren't my top movies, but
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah.
What about you, Tara? What movies
I
have you watched?
honestly don't know. I mean, I've
Are you a repeater? You do the Friends, but what about movies?
I do. I mean, yes, I do have movies that like, I'll go back. But the thing is there have been movies that I've seen a ton of times, but more so from living at home, and I would just keep pushing like a background movie. Yeah. So like
those don't count.
those-
Well, maybe they do. I don't know.
but it wouldn't be out of choice of like, oh, because I really want to keep watching this movie. It would be, well, that's already in there. I'm just going to keep.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure. I get that.
So I don't know. I mean, there are movies that I've watched. I've watched frigging Sarah Marshall a lot. I've watched
Yeah, okay.
like Moulin
seen that
Rouge a
one.
lot. I've watched a lot of the
Definitely
Disney
don't give a shit
movies a
about that
lot. So I don't know. I feel like there's been a bunch of movies that I've watched.
The reason I'm asking this, right, is because I'm giving this an 8.4, which is high for what I think it might be for everybody, and it's because I've seen it so many times and I still like it. I don't think it's as good as the first one, but I really, really enjoy this one for what it is, and I like it more than the first one.
Yeah.
Do I think it's as good of a movie? No, but I enjoy watching this, and it might be because I know every line, every scene, every part that happens from a kid perspective.
Right.
I might remember all those things. That might be it. I don't know.
Yeah. Let me
But I
go.
really enjoy
I
it.
want you to bring it back.
That's fine,
Down
but
to
it
earth.
bothers me that your drink has separated, and I'm
Yeah.
looking at it through the cup, and it's clear at the bottom and not at the top, and that bothers me
Chug
because
it.
it's just been sitting there.
This is Steve. Steve's got. He's.
Ugh.
Yeah. I was about to say it's the.
I couldn't. It's all one. It's a block of foam at this
And
point.
you made us drink these, and then you didn't drink yours.
I was talking
Oh
too
yeah,
much.
Steve. What are you doing, man?
It was good until it started separating, and then I was talking too much. Sorry.
A lot of froth.
Anyway, so my review, ready? After all these years, I still don't understand the hate this movie gets. It's a good sequel to one of the best summer blockbusters of all time. Is it still a good movie? Is it still just as good as a standalone movie? Yeah, I think it is. I will always watch this over the first one anytime, but not saying it's better, just way more enjoyable and a shut your brain off and ride along with it type movie. Like you said, I would watch this before the first one anytime. 8 out of 10.
Yeah. See, you're not too far
8
from
out
me.
of 10. Oh, God, here we go.
Tara.
I still say that this movie is a must watch. I think
Oh, yeah, must watch.
Oh, yeah,
I
I'm
think-
a must watch also.
I think honestly the first three, to be completely honest with you, I would categorize as a must watch, but definitely the first two, 100%. I agree. I don't think this movie is as good as the first one. So for me personally, I'm opposite you guys though. I would put on the first one over this one,
Yes.
but I still do enjoy this one. Like, even though I can acknowledge, like, I would watch the first one over this one, and I do think it's a better movie, I do still enjoy this one. It's also not my second favorite Jurassic Park movie either, but I still think it's in the top.
Okay.
I still think it's top 3.
Just tell what the fuck are they? In order.
I think,
Go ahead.
So I think
Top 3.
I would do 1 and then 3.
Okay.
And then
I like 3 too.
And then
Nothing wrong
I
with
think that Lost World and Jurassic World are actually kind of tied for 3rd.
Ooh, okay.
Because I don't think they did a bad job with Jurassic World. I think the first Jurassic World I think was solid.
Yes, I agree with that. Well, there's
And
a
then it
couple
fell
things that are,
apart with
weird.
the other two. Obviously, it just got worse. Like even the second Jurassic World wasn't as bad as the third one. The third one was the worst one. The third one is the worst one of the 6.
Yes.
Like the third Jurassic World.
Wait, the newest one? That's,
Yes,
yeah,
the third.
Okay, yeah. I can
the
get on
last
that.
movie is the worst of all of the
Steve made me
Jurassic
watch it, and I
movies.
was
Is
like,
what I
fuck.
mean.
No, I didn't make you watch it. I
You
said
made me
this
watch
movie's
it.
so fucking bad you need to watch it, and you're like, all right.
So to me, the fifth,
So I made you
the
watch it.
You made me
fifth,
watch it.
to me, the 5th and the 6th Jurassic movies are in their places. Like they are the 5th and the 6th. They are in order. They are the second to last and last movie. But
Technically,
I
yes.
do put Jurassic World right in the clump with 2. And they're like right under 3. When I say 3 is before, I don't mean they're all kind of in there together. And then 5 and 6 are worse and 1 is better. Like those 3, 2 and Jurassic World are kind of all in.
Right, they're all right.
They're all
there.
right
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
They were all really close. But I give the movie an 8.
Okay. I mean, look at us. Look
I
at
give it an
look
8
at
because
us.
I think I gave Jurassic Park a 10.
You did.
And
That's
I'd
some high
probably
rating.
give Jurassic Park 3 somewhere between an 8.5 and a 9. So I give Lost World an 8.
Okay.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
I
Math,
said that
yes.
right? Yeah.
It's math. It's mathing.
Hey, it's math.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay here. Look at 8.4.
Probably because I saw it 1,000 times.
That extra 0.4 is for every time I've seen it times 1,000.
Yeah,
So 4,000
I
times.
I gotta add a 0.001.
Also,
to
all
the
I
score.
found about her divorce was that she felt very unhappy and lonely in her marriage.
That's
so I
somehow
couldn't
lost
find-
her kids.
Couldn't find you.
Interesting.
You made up the part about the kids.
Didn't her dad win? Was it the divorce settlement?
She said that, but that
What
doesn't.
did he want?
It does. I couldn't find anything
What
about.
do you want?
You're over there doing all the research.
I
Get the
couldn't
right
find.
you get the good
I couldn't
notes.
find much about the settlement itself.
Did
Just
they
about.
have kids?
I don't think they did.
I'm not making up the kids.
That's what I'm saying. I think you made it up in your head. Hang on.
Damn.
When I type in the settlement, it just says her first marriage. The details of their divorce settlement are not public record. Moore has publicly discussed her feelings of loneliness after the end of her marriage, and that one of the reasons that they separated was unhappiness and loneliness. But
Maybe
There-
they didn't have kids.
the only thing that we've been able to find on it is her own comments. So public record. There's nothing about their settlement that's public record that they've been able to find. So
I'm just trying to, like, what else could it be for a dude to win a divorce settlement?
but hang on, let me
Unless she
Yeah, I know. That's a rare thing, right?
cheated
So maybe that's
and like
Hang on
you-
here.
and
do something else.
maybe she was getting a little frisky behind the scenes. A little
hey, Steven
adultery.
Spielberg, let me in your movie.
Okay, listen. She has 2
I wanna see your
children.
dinosaur.
She has 2 children. Both are with her current husband, not her ex-husband. She has no children with her
How old are
ex-husband.
they? How old are the current kids?
It doesn't say. But she's been married
Maybe
to her
she
current.
was frisking around, and those
No,
kids
she's
are a little older
she
than,
didn't even marry her second husband until 8 years after her divorce.
doesn't mean those kids aren't older. What if those kids are like 26?
This one's 20. This one's only 23.
Interesting.
Was born in 2002.
Anyways, to wrap this up, it's Tara's pick next week. So if you've
Oh!
enjoyed listening and watching this podcast, you can find us.
Wait,
on our
okay.
blah, blah, blah.
Both of their children were born before they were married.
Oh, okay.
I was just mathing in my head, and the math's close. It's
So
still,
they-
it could be
They
fall on
were
both sides.
they were married
Sorry,
in
Steve.
2003.
You're
Her
good, you're
current
good.
husband and her.
We need to figure this out.
Her current husband and her were married in 2003. Their first child was born in 97, and their second was born in 2002.
I were fucking
Listen,
genius.
her and her first husband divorced in 95, 2 years before her first kid.
9 months before that. So essentially, she would have had to have had a kid or procreated a little over a year after. So that would have been 14 months ish.
So she
14
would have
months after they had separated.
So she could have met
found
this
someone,
husband either during or
14
right
months.
after.
It would have had sex in the 14 months after the separation. That's
So
the
they
math.
still technically could have gotten together after her marriage. Let's not assume things here.
Technically.
They were fucking.
they were full.
No, you can't say that.
You can say that.
I'm a little suspicious.
You can say whatever you want.
I could be a little suspicious.
Anyways,
Just feel like we'd see more about that.
It's Tara's pick next week. Tara, what do you got? Chicago.
Chicago,
Burlesque.
No,
Australia.
That's a good one. No, burlesque. No, burlesque. I'm going to surprise you here.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think you guys have done it before. I know I haven't done it with you guys. I looked on the website. I didn't see it on there.
Known for a fact.
Didn't see it on there. I'm going to pick Catch Me If You Can.
It's a great movie.
No, we have not done that.
That's
And
a
I
great
haven't seen it
movie.
in a long
Leo?
time. And I need an excuse to show my wife. So look at that.
I love that movie.
It's a good movie. Tom
I think
Hanks.
it's a great movie.
Leo DiCaprio.
And I love me some Tom Hanks. So
That's cool. Well, thanks for listening and watching. We'll see you on the next one. But before you do go, find us on our website, social media, at The Decision Reel, www.thedecisionreel.com. See you there. Bye.
Later.
bye.